on a big stage like over at the French Open on the clay courts over there. So anyway, we'll have more on that a little bit later on, but we do have a lot of news. First of all, June 1st is today, which is a big day for the NFL for salary cap savings and spreading the dead cap money over 2 years and releases and extensions because of that. And, of course, the A.J. Brown watch is on, wide receiver for Philadelphia. Clearly is not going back. They loaded up about 17 receivers to, looks like, to replace him. So everybody's kind of waiting. A lot of people think it's a done deal with the Patriots. We got great news for hockey fans for the Panthers. Alexander Barkov is not only back from that injury, but went over and was a big, big reason that Finland just won a world championship, beating Canada and Switzerland. And everybody raving. Had 11 points in the tournament, did everything as the best two-way player in hockey. Just great stuff. Goldie will join us a little bit later on, and we'll talk about that. But he and Anton Lundell, congratulations to them. I got to tell you, it's amazing. I'll be honest, I wasn't real big on them playing, but I do understand, like, these guys don't want to be babied, and when they can play, and especially for their country, it's a big deal. And it worked out. It worked out, and, man, he's going to have great confidence coming back and getting himself ready to play for the Panthers, who got all that extra time to get those surgeries and get healed up and everything else. So should be a fun year for the Panthers. NBA Finals are set. San Antonio, New York. I can't wait. Starts Friday, and I think it's going to be just a knockdown, drag out. Can't wait for the matchups and everything else. Give San Antonio credit. They not only won Game 6 at home, they went on the road and won Game 7 at Oklahoma City. So you know how this thing works. And it was on a weekend, so it wasn't as bad as it's probably going to be as everybody gets set. We do this, and I kind of sit back and scratch my head. The Chet Holmgren story, who's second best player on Oklahoma City. Second best player, clearly. Now, if you watch that last series, you're probably saying, well, I don't know about that, Joe. I don't know. SGA was great, 35 points in the final game. Just try and do everything he could by himself to keep that team in the party. And they kept getting close, but could not overcome San Antonio. And by the way, their great three-point shooting that they did. And they really, from Vassell Harper, Castle, Wemby, they got a little bit from all their young studs. They really did. They got some big shots and just a great performance for a team full of 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds. I think Harper's like 20 years old. So it's going to be a fun matchup. But the bad part of this is, and the part it seems like we do this, and I'm guilty too. Chet Holmgren, 24-year-old, 17-9 during the year, just in the last game, took 2 shots, which truly is head-scratching. 33 minutes, you're 7-foot center / forward, 4 rebounds and 4 points in 33 minutes in a game where you're already shorthanded and you take 2 shots. I mean, we get on our guy. I remember getting on Jimmy Butler for taking like 7 or 8 shots when he was passing the ball around and they'd lose. But let's not go crazy. Like, now everybody wants to trade him, get rid of him. And by the way, it is a mystery of sports. Like, Chet Holmgren had to know he was going to be needed offensively. You're going to be needed. Now, a lot of people think Wemby had a lot to do with that. They seem to be there's no love affair there. And Wembanyama made it clear that he is the dominant one. And I don't know if he finally got in his head and he's getting free rent. I don't know. But it really is a head-scratcher what happened to Chet Holmgren. At least go 4 for 15 by just taking 15 shots. He can shoot from the outside. He's a really good shooter. And he just disappeared. I mean, that's one of the – we used to get on You know, we talked
Yeah, I
about
think that
this
kind of
last
was
week.
in his head, though, man. I
Maybe.
think some of those rough blocks and
Yeah,
some
could
of
have.
that stuff.
He
And
did have some stuff packed right in his
I
face.
think there were little demons in his head there, and he was, I don't know, he seemed scared, right?
It was
There
just
seemed a little fear there.
truly amazing. And
I don't blame him, by the way.
You
You
don't
imagine
blame
having
what?
Wemby with those arms
I know,
guarding
but
you. I mean,
he also look at
you can't force it.
at that level though, Woody. I'm not sure why you're saying this. At this level, I don't care who's on you. You can't be the second best player, an all-star, and have 4 points and 4 rebounds and take 2 shots in the game. You just that can't happen. You're already, some of your key guys are out or injured, and you're going to be needed after you just got blown out on the road in game 6, that they're going to have to come home and get a great effort. And by the way, the MVP, he looked damn good. He was keeping them close, man. He was keeping them in the party. And I know Jalen Williams, the real good one, was missing. But man, that was tough. And by the way, we haven't even gotten the other story, and we are going to get to it. Canes baseball, they got beat up. They got beat up 22-10. I thought it was a football score. I thought it was a Gator Canes football game. 22-10. And then they come back. They're going to play Troy for another shot at Florida and end up losing that game 9-6 after having a 6-2 lead. The pitching across the board was just horrible. It was bad, really, really bad. And then on top of that, the other team that starts with Miami, the Marlins, also had a rough go. They get swept right back after putting the brooms out down here against the Mets. They got them put on. And by the way, the Mets, they beat them up. 10-1 yesterday in that game. 5 straight losses for the Marlins. So it was a rough go all the way around. Holy smokes. We had a lot going on, and baseball world was not very good. It looked like everybody was playing home run derby against Canes baseball team, and then Marlins also give up 3 home runs yesterday as well. So not real good. I saw some of the Gator and Canes stuff back and forth, and I love this stuff. I really get a kick out of it, and I'm reminded of just how bad the blood is between the Canes and the Gators. Like, so what if you guys are better in basketball and baseball? We own you in football. And it was just getting ugly and, going back and forth just to see people are still alive. But, boy, I'll tell you what, Canes baseball and the Florida Gators have nothing in common in baseball. Nothing in common. 22 runs. And, by the way, not only did they have 16 hits, they had 7 home runs. They walked 9 and hit 3. You can't, 28 players made it to the bases. 28 players. 28. I don't know if I've ever heard. I've seen guys obviously hit a lot of home runs and have 16 hits. But then you add in all the walks and batters that were hit. Oh, my God. And defense wasn't very good either, which just a rough tournament for a regional for the Canes. Took a step backwards from where they were last year to where they are this year. I know overall the record is better this year, 39-20, but a rough one. And listen, more is expected. And in this order, Canes football, obviously, Canes basketball, and the third one is Canes baseball, which has got great tradition. I know things have changed a lot, but that's just a rough one. So anyway, we have a lot of stuff going on, and minicamp coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. I think they have minicamp this week, and if I'm not mistaken, something again next week. And then they're going to be off until end of July, and then here we go. Here we go, and we'll sit back together, grab some popcorn, couple of cold beers, and watch to see what this thing's going to look like. And hopefully from last week with OTAs to minicamp this week, it looks just keeps getting a little bit better. a little bit better. Guys get more comfortable in the system, offensive and defensive systems. And we see growth from these young guys because they're going to have to be a big part of this. Now, the good news, we had a couple of guys, and we'll get into this with Omar coming up. We've had a couple of guys, and it's early, and it's really hard to impress right off the bat because we've only had a couple of days of practice before everybody gets carried away. And again, I always say this, so I don't want any of our writers all pissed off this morning. The salty Sams out there. I know you got to write about stuff, okay? And I know sometimes we work off each other, right? Because there's only so many things you can write about. The team and, what you should be getting out of it. And you want your fan base, which is large, to read your stuff, see your stuff. I get it. I'm no different. I'm in that boat too. I'm in your boat. But, yeah, you hope some guys keep picking it up and you get more out of that. We got some names of some guys got off to great starts from last year's draft class. They're taking this pretty serious. And so anyway, we'll have some of that stuff coming up here for you. I do know one thing. We love teenage guys when they're really good in sports. I've been watching this tennis thing. Now, a lot of you don't like tennis, and I get it. It's even behind golf. Golf's hell. Golf's on the normal channels. TNT's been carrying nonstop French Open tennis, which has been, even though the big boys are out, and you know what? All Day Dan Day, who's with us. All Day, great to have you, brother. Thank you. As well as Hollywood. I haven't even said good morning to you guys. I got going here. But All Day said something to me this morning, Woody, that was right on the money. And then Woody came in and said almost the same thing, like, wow, boy, that tournament took a hit. Alcaraz, Sinner, and Djokovic are out. I go, and I sat back and I went, oh, you're right. I mean, in the bigger picture of casual fans, you guys are right. Like, hey, how are the big three doing? Those are three names
Still
everybody
a lot of buzz
knows
around that tournament. I know it was probably for the wrong reasons over the weekend.
Well, there's been some
a lot
crazy
of drama
stuff
up there, huh?
Well, first of all, their system's outdated. That Clay's got to figure out how to, when the ball hits the line, and human error of this is a problem. By the way, this is an ongoing problem in Clay. There are going to be women and men fighting today about bad calls. And in just a few hours, I will probably get to see some of it where one person will tell another person that hit the back of the line, and she'll circle it and she'll go, no, it didn't. It was out. It's out a little bit. So now they're going at the highest level with all this technology we have in every sport. And yesterday we had a call that cost a guy a set and maybe the match in the Rude and Fonseca match.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we're talking about it at least, though.
Well,
they made a lot of headlines this weekend. There's a lot of stuff that went down there.
but the big guys and again, All Day Dan Day with us, and he said, hey man, the big guys are out. And I go, yeah, and I get it, but I got to tell you, man, the kids are looking good. 2 teenagers in that tournament, playing great, moving on to the quarterfinals. So it's been fun to watch. Spain's got another young superstar, and of course from Brazil, this Fonseca story, taking out Djokovic. And by the way, we talk about nobody wants to watch something that goes 5 hours. That thing went 5 hours. And I'll be honest with you, it was great to watch, but it does wipe out. It can wipe out a day off. I mean, it can wipe out an evening. It can wipe out dinner. I mean, it's 5-hour events. All these, because it's a best of 5. These matches go 4 hours in the heat over there. So it's crazy stuff. Hey, we got to go to break. We got a lot of stuff to get to here this morning. We do love young, super talented players. Think about Malachi Tony. He's not even 18 years old. Remember we were doing that? He's tearing it up, man. He's 17 years old. Now he's 18. But we love the young guys coming in and tearing it up when they should be in high school or just getting out of high school, and you find out they're just the maturity level physically and mentally is just off the charts. It's amazing. Hey, I'll tell you what else is off the charts. Your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning. Well, I'll tell you what, SUVs and trucks have never looked better than they do right now in 2026 at your South Florida Chevy dealers. We got 14 dealerships out South Florida. What is it you're looking for, man? The technology, the style, the capability, the strength, the durability, the power. We got it all when it comes to our SUVs, like a Suburban, a Tahoe, a Traverse, an Equinox. I just went from big boys to midsize. And I got to tell you, I haven't even touched the trucks yet. The Colorado, rugged Colorado. I say Colorado's made for South Florida casual lifestyle that just people just love trucks. Or maybe you need a little bit more, like a Silverado 1500. Check that. Maybe you need the powerful Silverado HD, whatever it is, whether it's full-time working truck. To all my brothers out there working early in the morning, got that job to finish up. It's been a few weeks. You work hard. You've been working long hours, 7 days a week. You need a strong, durable truck that works like you do. We got it custom made for you. You will love, man. There's a reason that the Silverado trucks getting A-plus ratings, man. People love those trucks. Whether it's a family truck, full-time working truck, or still needs to be able to enjoy the weekends, just like you and your family are going to do out on the boat, towing that boat down to the water, maybe going out in the Everglades, or just running those wave runners. Boy, we've got a truck absolutely perfect for you. 14 dealerships, South Florida. Fall in love together. Chevrolet, let's drive.
All right, Joe, before we get back to the show here, we do have you okay? We got a few things I wanted to tell people about here.
You and our chemistry haven't been very good. Go ahead, Woody. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to jump out on me. Go ahead.
Well, I like to surprise you with these things, Joe. The Summer of Soccer is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $250 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, you could text the word soccer, SOCCER, to 20357. That's soccer to 20357. For more information, you can go to WQAM.com. This is a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive.
All right. So this is kind of
out for people.
You know what's nice about the World Cup, and I'm not trying to be a phony on soccer, but I do like the World Cup, and the more I watch it, it's fun. But I do like my name, and I'm watered down a little bit. My father's a Portuguese, my mother's not. But anyway, I like to wear that Portugal shirt. It's no big deal, except you can wear wherever you're from, right? A lot of people do that down wherever you're from or your family's from.
So you root for them first?
No, but I like the jersey. I mean, I would like to see Portugal have some success.
Are they in it?
Yeah, they got a good team. Yeah, they got a real good team.
Oh, Ronaldo?
Yeah, that's where Ronaldo's from. Oh. Even the old Ronaldo's, he's still on the team.
So they're your second team. You do root for the USA team?
I do, but I don't feel good about the team. Do you?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
probably not.
You know the characters.
I bet on them the other day to win it. They were pretty much of a long shot, but
yeah, I would say it's a long one. I think France is really good, and
judging by their odds, it seems like a long shot.
Spain's good. I'm guessing England's probably pretty good. I might as well throw a little Germany in there too.
Tickets for their match in LA are nutty though, man. The US games.
I'll tell you who's not good is Italy. They didn't make the tournament again. How the hell do you not make the tournament? Like everybody's in the we're in the tournament. Everybody's in the tournament. Crazy. Anyway,
it'll be fun to watch though.
Yeah, but you're gonna see down here a lot of people are gonna have their Brazil and Argentina, right? They're gonna have all their favorite, country jerseys on there, and it's kind of a cool thing. So hey, man, just going back to what we're talking about with the World Cup here, right around the corner, and a bunch of the matches here at Hard Rock Stadium throughout the
Miami Stadium.
Huh?
It's called Miami Stadium for the tournament.
I'm not doing that. You do that. I'm not doing that.
FIFA's gonna come down here and bust your ass.
That's crazy. So what? Hard Rock didn't give them any money, so they just said
no. Have you seen the logo covered up in the front?
No.
Next time you drive by, you know that big Hard Rock logo that they have in the front?
Yeah.
Next time you drive by, look what's covering it.
Hard Rock, Hard Rock, Hard Rock, Hard Rock, Hard Rock.
I want to know what you're talking about. They're going to be like, where's Miami Stadium?
There's Miami Stadium.
And you start looking around downtown and stuff.
I got you. No, I got you, man. We're going to FIFA you out, baby. We're going to.
Stadium's had a couple of names. Come on now.
Oh, it has.
You can live with another name change.
That ain't going to change for a while now, this Hard Rock one. That's a good partnership. That's right down the street, too. All right. Hey, listen, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So I see, by the way, and Woody's made me aware that a lot of people want JD out as head coach at University of Miami. What happened over the weekend in the regionals? Ends up 39-20, but win their first game against Troy and then just got pounded. It was close early, and then it turned into a football score, 22-10. And it was rough everywhere. Pitching, defense, you can't make it up. 16 hits, 7 home runs. I mean, the Gators just, whatever frustration they've had in the football side of things, they took it out on the baseball team down here.
Yeah, I still think, though, if you look at, like, let's say the big three sports at Miami, right? They had a pretty good year overall. I mean, baseball still got to a region, which is good.
The basketball team
made a miraculous turnaround.
That guy was what he did from where they were to.
They're loading up again.
Yeah,
football gets as close as they got, right, and they're loaded up again.
So you have one problem that I said that you probably didn't catch because you're younger. That? They got great tradition in years past in baseball.
Oh, I know, but it's not like they had a terrible season. I know that it probably fell short of expectations, but
I was around here when I kind of got going in this thing and was around it. And we were down there a lot. I'm not going to get into all the teams where you were going to Omaha,
Mhm.
and you didn't always win it. You had some heartbreakers, but you went to the big party a lot.
Baseball seems like a strange sport, though, for college as far as recruiting and all that, right? Doesn't seem a little different than those others. It's not as straightforward.
They've got so they got a really good offensive team, I think, and they got some really good young hitters on that team. They lost their third baseman, couldn't play, and that's a big loss. I think he turns pro, right? He's now draft eligible and probably gone, as if I'm not mistaken, right? He's not back another year. But the pitching and I knew this months ago. We're at spring football and talking to the big man out there, and he said, I'm concerned about pitching. And this is after they got off that great start. Didn't they win like their first 10 games or something? They got off to a great start with the schedule and stuff before they jumped into it, and the Gators gave them a little reality. But that's just and soon as I saw they won that first game and keep an eye on that Gator thing, and all right, man, this is a chance to get them back. And they just, again, you walk 9 and you hit 3. So there's 12 guys on base without a guy hitting the ball. You have 4 errors, 16 hits. The Gators had 16 hits, and 7 were home runs. And I go, oh boy, they better bounce back in this game. And I was afraid of this. Troy comes back and they have a 6-3 lead through 5 and end up, Troy finishes strong and ends up winning that game 9-6, and you get knocked out. And it was a lot of pitching, a lot of bad pitching. They were throwing guys out there and somebody else, and it was a struggle. But they end up 39-20, and I'm guessing the UM's not going to make a change, or did they already say that they're not going to make a change?
It's being reported. I don't,
Yeah.
how 100% that is, but
so anyway, but they got to find, and I don't know. It's a great question. We were talking during the break. I don't know about pitching for finding young pitchers, and I see guys from all over South Florida going up there, and I see this guy went there and find out this guy got drafted and he's from down here and he's facing the Marlins tonight. He's starting out as, like, wow, I didn't even know the guy was from down here. So there's great pitching. I know if you're too good, you go in the draft, and a lot of guys are skipping college to go if the money's right, and if you go high enough. Some guys just hate school. I had a cousin that win the first round, and he hated school, and it didn't matter where he got to. He happened to go first round of the Pirates, but he could have been the 20th pick at 20th round, and he was turning pro. He didn't care. He didn't care about bus rides. He just wanted to have enough money, eat fast food off the side of the road, and pitch is all he wanted to do. But it's different now. It is a lot different world, Woody. To get to your point, you got to hit. Now they're offering more money. I think some of these draft picks, if they want to keep them, and they're not in the first round, but they got to get a better core of pitching. That's just not. You can't win with one guy and sometimes 2 guys and make it through a season. So a lot of frustration. I see it coming in. I know used to dominate baseball. What happened? Hey, when you get it rolling, and the rules obviously are different now. It's amazing. Think about this. Those guys in baseball used to have to pay their own way there. They'd go there, but they had to pay their own way too. There was, remember that half scholarships they would give to baseball players? And you think half, UM's still expensive for half scholarships, and they were kicking ass. The days of Pat Burrow and, a lot of other great players that they had go and playing Major League Baseball. But, yeah, I don't know how you get it back. I don't. It just seems like it's still all set up There's a lot of great baseball players here. I don't know the situation on money, and it's a great question. Woody and I were just talking about the money. I don't know if other schools are paying a lot more money for their baseball programs. But on top of that, listen, Florida State and Florida have great baseball programs now. Both. Florida State and Florida have great baseball programs. So
not so great on the football field, but
I'm not talking about football. I know some people want to bring that up, and who cares about, whatever.
Maybe they spent all their money on baseball.
I don't think so. I think they've all
I mean,
it's a good try, but I'm guessing Florida State and Florida spending a lot of money on football.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I follow Kane's accounts only, but all I see are guys decommitting from Florida State. I don't know. Maybe their checks are bouncing. I don't know. They spent all their money on legal fees.
I'm not sure. Well, listen. Anyway, we got to go to break.
Can they play football?
I want
quarterback.
I did want to get that out here. Yeah, we won't hear from Florida State like wanting to switch now because they were dominating. They're ready to get out and go to another conference.
So we're going to
They put a whammy on their team, didn't they?
Yeah,
they put that whammy on.
We got the ACC kickoff in 6 weeks from now, right? It's actually, it's coming up. We got to talk to that guy, that coach of FSU. That's one of the most painful interviews we do every year.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, that's right. You don't let me play it on the air because it's so bad. But that ought to be interesting. What do you ask that guy?
I've said this.
He must know, there's basically no way he doesn't lose his job after this year.
He is lucky that they couldn't
have no
afford
money
to buy him out. Florida State, we're not doing what Texas A&M and some of these other schools are doing. Paying 3 coaches at once. We're not going to do that.
Not a lot of schools out there, though, especially that actually do pay money, are willing to just have a lame duck year like this.
Not the big guys.
They have no shot to win.
And the crazy thing is, Florida State has money.
I guess. But you would think they wouldn't want a throwaway year with this guy again. My FSU buddies can't stand him.
I don't know how bad things are because I haven't been following their recruiting and stuff, how bad it is, but you're telling me it's pretty bad. All right, we got to go to break here. We got more stuff.
Would you want to play there right now?
It's an opportunity to play. There's going to be young guys who want to go there.
So you're saying no in a nice way?
It wouldn't be my number one choice. No,
you're basically saying if they offered you to start as a young guy,
then you go.
It.
Yeah,
okay.
If I'm a 3-star guy and I'm going, wait a sec, let's get up there and get going, man. You got a chance to play if you come here as a freshman. All right, huh? I'm in. Hey, I want to talk to you this morning about Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing for just a second, man. Hey, man, hurricane season is officially started, and boy, I'll tell you what. Hopefully we stay safe here in South Florida, but there's no way to control that, as you know. So it's about making sure you protect your home. Chev, the CEO over there, always talks about, hey, man, Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. We provide 100% financing and 0 down, no interest, no payments for a year. And listen, we're proud of every part of this company. The roofing material, tile, shingle, metal flat, we do it all. And if you're going to hold off for another year going, I'm going to wait one more year, but I do need some roofing repairs, they do that. They have a part of the business that does that as well. They can come out anytime for you now that these hard rains are coming down and you got up this morning and you realize you got some problems in there. Call Loctite to come out. They'll take care of that for you. Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. They cover all of South Florida. They do it all for you, all the permits and HOA approvals and everything else. Loctite Impact is a licensed and insured contractor. And the important part is I always like to tell everybody, official Dolphins windows and doors partner, covering all of South Florida. Hey, you're looking around right now trying to make a decision on now that you realize that it's hurricane season. Hey, remember Loctite. Let them take care of you. LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com. Or call 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff during working hours. They can answer all your questions and get you started today.
Text WQAL
Joe, before we get back to the show, time for your weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. We have some rain in the forecast here, as I'm guessing you can see from over your shoulder there, Joe. We're at 78 degrees right now. It says on here that it's scattered storms, unpredictable, it says.
Well, that's what it was yesterday because it was hot all day and clear. And then this thing came down yesterday afternoon that unloaded. I mean, it unloaded.
And I do have better news here, Joe. The Giants are coming to town, your Giants, and we have a 4-pack of tickets we'll be giving away all week long.
Giants baseball. Bye, bye, baby. They got the worst record in the National League right now, but I do like the Giants. When the Giants coming?
It'll be June 19th is when that game will be.
Yeah, because we got Tampa Bay and Arizona. Tampa Bay's coming this week, and then Arizona follows for a little homestand here.
So does your dad switch over to the Dodgers, or do you stay loyal?
Are you
Even
kidding?
If the Giants are bad.
Dodgers are the most disliked team
really
in Northern California. There's a bigger divide in that state than any other, and I know football rivalries and but within the state.
No, I've seen people get hurt in the parking lot at a lot of those games.
There is a lot of bad blood.
But Ohtani, I mean, you can't not like him.
The Dodgers are easy disliked. They spend more money than
they do, but they have likable players. Don't they? I don't know.
Well, they get all the good Japanese players. Yeah. They all want to go there. And they go, we got the money. They don't have the money. We got the money. Okay. Large Japanese population on the West Coast, especially Southern California. And a lot of guys like going there. So now, and they seem to get first of all, the Dodgers do have their act together. They have a great draft system. They have minor leagues are loaded with players on top of everything else. But, yeah. No, you'll never. And the Giants just, nobody wants to play there. You know why?
Why is that?
Because it's cold and windy. And some days when you're out there catching a fly ball, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen one that we were watching and used to go to Candlestick Park all the time. God bless those guys that played out there in the outfield.
That's your favorite park, you've said, right? Where the Giants play?
Yeah, it's great. Food, everything. It's fantastic. They draw well. They just happen to have, I think, the worst record in the National League right now. Not real good. Not that we need to get. Nobody cares about that story. I hear people out there. Why are we talking about that?
No, but it's that time of year where
cares.
Like you could plan a nice little weekend getaway and get to a ballpark. There's definitely some parks that are on my list.
Let me ask you: any sport right now, top of your thing, top of your list? Any sport, a park you haven't been to? I've got one, and it's my fault. It's my fault, and the guy listens to the show, offers me tickets.
Tom Fenway?
Yes.
Yeah, that's very high on my list. Still do want to get to Fenway. I haven't been to Yankee Stadium, though. Got to get there at some point.
Nice.
And then out west would be a great baseball trip, right? You could hit L.A., San Diego, San
I'd recommend
Francisco.
going to the Dodgers, and I know it's not the easiest thing, but if you're on vacation and not in a hurry and fighting it to get home and there, and do I want to go? But, yeah, I would say, honestly, and go to San Diego, too. I haven't been there.
You haven't been to Wrigley, have you?
I have been.
You have, okay.
But I have not been.
Fenway.
And Green Bay. Green Bay is, I tell everybody you should go to Green Bay because you drive up there and you think you're going to a high school. At first, oversized high school. They kept a lot of that old tradition look, and it's obviously huge. And by the way, probably the friendliest fan base in any sport in the United States.
Yeah, we went to a college game up at Wisconsin one time. They were very nice up there.
I haven't been to Wisconsin.
Very friendly people.
But
that's part of the country. But any place, if you pick anywhere, I got to go Garden. Madison Square Garden.
I know. I've been
that
there.
place, the atmosphere there is
fantastic.
Imagine what it's going to be like for Game 3.
I sat there in all those knockdown dragouts with Alonzo and PJ Brown.
Doesn't get better than that.
No, it was unbelievable.
And
you knew
or college basketball.
You're just
college
waiting.
basketball is fantastic.
And you knew there was going to be a technical as soon as the first hard foul. There was going to be technicals, and the games were 89-83.
They said you could fly to San Antonio, get a nice hotel, nice dinner, and a game ticket for less than it would cost to
I believe it.
go to the game in New York.
It is weird, though. Seems like San Antonio, what's it been, 11 or 12 years since they had their
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's been a while. They're going to be good for the foreseeable future, though.
I see all those guys sitting on when they were in San Antonio. There's Tim Duncan, and then above them is the Admiral up there.
Yeah.
I mean, just all the.
Is it nice over there? I know you've been over there, right?
I don't mind it. Now, a lot of people don't like OKC and don't like San Antonio, and I was fine. I just, when I'm out there covering like sport, I've never said, I don't think I've ever said, man, this sucks.
I guess it's because I spent a lot of time with Omar while you're gone, and he just goes on a list of like all places he dislikes.
Well, first of all, it's kind of hard when you're with the Dolphins to dislike something, except maybe the outcome of a football game, because the trips are.
But no, it's like I look
great.
at the schedule, like, oh, you're going to Vegas, sweet. And you're like, I don't like Vegas.
How do you not like wanting to go? Everybody should want to go see one game in Vegas.
I think it'd be a great place to see a game.
Even my wife's going, Vegas doesn't sound so bad because she's heard about, I've been telling you that, man.
The problem is, like, when you do a Vegas
There's
trip,
a lot more than cocaine and hookers, my friend.
Do you
when
go
you go
up,
to Vegas?
Do you go up on the Thursday, right? And then you spend like Thursday night, Friday, Saturday doing Vegas stuff. And then do you have the energy to even make the game on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
The people that travel with us do.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a deal. You get in Friday.
You're still functioning.
You
By
go
Sunday,
to shows.
might not be doing
Friday
it right.
night, you catch a show. They got great restaurants there. No, listen, man. It's
you going to see a show while you're there?
No.
A little magic?
No, I'm not.
Something? No. You going to see David Copperfield?
No.
Or
We're going to do
Magic
the
Mike?
same thing. We're going to find a nice restaurant and sit around and BS each other.
You might want to go see
3 hours.
Wayne Newton. I think they're retiring him soon.
That stretched out human being, man. God bless that guy.
Picture you and Bo.
Is he?
sitting up
He's
front
not
at
still
Wayne Newton.
performing, is
Yeah,
he? Huh?
sure.
He can't.
Yeah, what else is he going to do?
Nobody's been in Vegas. He's like an original, right? Jeez. I saw those pictures like, bro, there's nothing else a surgeon can do for that. There's nothing else. That's it. That's the best you can get. Trying to, beat Father Time. Hey, 7:00 hour's coming up here, man.
He's 84, by the way, Wayne Newton.
And
yes, he is still performing at
No
the
way.
Flamingo in Las Vegas.
Is he?
Yep. In June.
Hear my voice? Is he?
Coming up in June. Yeah.
Just to even change my damn voice.
Tickets are $90. It's a starting price.
I will tell you,
to see this guy.
Vegas got shows everywhere you turn. And whatever your favorite kind of music is, they got somebody's in town.
He looks horrifying, by the way. I mean,
Are
absolutely
you
horrifying.
done? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Younger pictures were wild, too.
Hey, man.
Mr. Las Vegas, they call him.
He should be. He should be Mr. Las Vegas for life.
He started in Vegas. You know when he started? 1958.
Come on. Wow.
Said he was mentored by Sinatra and Elvis.
Remember Elvis went out.
Became a solo artist in the early 1960s. Man, that's a long time.
I got to be honest. If I lived out there, the demons would jump right off my shoulders into my head. I'd have no shot out there. I could not live. I would not be. I've known guys that if they got drafted by Vegas, they'd have to say, I can't go there.
People live there, though. You sound like Omar with Miami.
No,
people live in the city part of it and function. You don't just go to the Strip if you're.
That's a lot of good nightlife and all those really good restaurants. A lot of them are in those casinos, and you're looking around and there's a lot of beautiful people there, man. That'd be tough. I'm just being honest. That'd be tough. Hey, I got to tell you, speaking of tough, if they need to be, Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah Injury Law Firm, personal injury attorneys that are ready to help you when you have a slip and fall or an automobile accident or anything else where you need some help. You need some legal help. And boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about passionate, that people are going to work hard for you, that communicate, they do it all. And speaking of that real quickly, I just want to say knowing Harvey and Gary now for a while and the great work they're going to do. Yeah, they don't have handoffs. We don't do handoffs. That's for football. They do not give you to a new attorney in the law firm and who's handling 200 or 300 cases, and they give them another one. And if you need us, just call us. We'll be in the other room. No. They're going to handle your case from start to finish. 30 years of experience, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. And that's what I really like is communication. Listen, when you're going through this process and you've been injured and you don't hear from somebody and you call them and call them and call them and they're not getting back, giving you updates on your case, shame on them. And if you're not happy where you are and you're starting to feel that way, I'd recommend one thing. You call Gary and Harvey. Matter of fact, before you do that, go to ConanJudah.com. Read the reviews. Partners who you can always get a hold of. They're going to give you the personal touch. You'll have their phone number. They'll call you with updates all the time. And more importantly, they're going to go to court and kick butt for you if they have to. Hey, go to ConanJudah.com, 866-FAIR-FEE. Remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work. You hire them to do.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory, all backed by Morse at Ed Moore Sawgrass Chevrolet. Visit EdMooreSawgrassChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads.
The Marlins begin a 3-game series with the Nationals in Washington tonight. We've got the game. Marlins on Deck starts our broadcast at 6. We play ball at 6:45. This is the home of the Marlins. FM 104.3 WQAM and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Where the Marlins at? You know they locked in. Let's go.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's the season to come together over your holiday favorites at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte. Get festive with an iced gingerbread chai. Or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Marlins fans, want to keep up with the Fighting Fish all season? Marlins.tv is your new home to stream Marlins baseball from opening day to the final out and everything in between. We've got you covered. Catch every pitch, every hit, every major league moment. Get ready to watch the Fighting Fish make waves all season long. Visit Marlins.tv today to subscribe and learn how to stream all regular season Marlins games. Presented by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia Injury Law Firm.
Yo, this Channing Crowder here. If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. Call Allied Doors, serving South Florida since 1966. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, and custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home fast. Plus, industry-leading LiftMaster openers. Yeah, LiftMaster, the best. Call 954-942-8550 and visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad and get $300 off. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
June is Men's Health Month, and the Health Channel has the resources to better your health. Visit allhealthtv.com/men to find a variety of must-have topics, from male infertility to exercise. No topic is overlooked. Just visit allhealthtv.com/men.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, Michael Kratzy from Choice Mortgage is with me. Michael, got to ask you, credit card debt, consult.
And the hurricane season came to an end after a 9-6 loss to Troy. In the NBA, the Spurs and Knicks will meet in the NBA Finals beginning on Wednesday in San Antonio. On the ice, the Golden Knights will take on the Hurricanes to the Cup Final beginning tomorrow in Carolina. And the Dolphins will have mandatory minicamp in Miami Gardens for 3 days. That also begins tomorrow. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. And Joe, we are in the low 80s here. Low chance of rain, but it does say there are some thunderstorms lurking.
Brewing around there.
Brewing?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all right.
Even better, yeah.
Well, we've got mini camp, as you said, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Man, I always say this because we see guys, and we got some guys, and every team in the NFL right now has got a couple guys not happy with their contracts. Played great last year, playing on last year of a deal, no guarantees. I get it. I totally understand it. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm still showing up. I'm not trying to make a statement. Your agent has already made a strong statement. I'm not giving money going into that last year, and they know. And if it's mandatory, that's the only time you can get fined. I'm just showing up, even if I'm not doing a lot. I am definitely not going to make a statement of like I haven't got my contract, and there's going to free up some money. I don't know how much. We'll have Omar on. June 1st is a big day for the salary cap savings. Spread it. spread that dead cap money out a little bit. You can do it over 2 seasons, and we're going to see releases that were already, guys have been told they're going to be released on this date today. We're going to see some extensions probably as well. And we're all watching the A.J. Brown deal to see what's going to happen. Still a really good receiver. I think 28 years old now. I think he burned his bridge. Would you agree, Woody? He burned the bridge pretty good. And I know they tried to say nice things, he and his quarterback, about each other, but that just looks like that's done. And there's just been bad blood. He needs a fresh start to go be a number 1 receiver somewhere else. And honestly, if he can go to the Patriots, that's not a bad place to go. Some people think the Patriots are going to take maybe the biggest step back from what they did a year ago. And you're probably right. They won 17 friggin' games last year. They're probably going to be a drop back, but it's a good place for A.J. Brown. He's got a good young quarterback there. And so anyway, those kind of things going to be taking place starting at 4:00 this afternoon when all the everything kicks in for the money stuff around the salary cap and how much people are going to spread out, try to free up some money or just wipe it out and those type of things that you can do. And we know we have a NFL record amount of dead money. We know when we do something, we do it right. When we're doing it big, we are all in on like dead money. We're going to get it. And so they have. And so anyway, we'll see, and chance for a lot of young guys, But I hope the couple guys that I know, especially at linebacker and center, that aren't happy with contracts after the years, both of them were all-pro players. They want to get paid, and I get it. I don't blame them. They should. So we'll see what happens going forward with that. Got a great matchup. Honestly, you kind of sit back now that you've seen it and watching San Antonio play. I just think, listen, they were really bad for a long time, but they went out with those picks, starting with their center. But they've got a lot of good players on that team. My gosh, those guys, those 20 and 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 24-year-olds, boy, they showed up in Game 7 in a big way. Knocked down big shots. OKC would make a couple runs at them, and they just come right back and have huge plays in that game. And, of course, that story up in New York, Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns and Hart and Bridges and all the rest of them have been really good. Especially their starting 5 have really dominated, played big minutes, been really good, and they find themselves now in the finals to take on the San Antonio team. I can't wait, man. Friday, it's going to be fun. If you're a New York Knicks fan and that's one of your original teams, man, long time, a lot of frustration, and have a very legit chance to win this. And I know everybody keeps waiting for all those young guys to disappear, right? Wemby to Castle and Harper, all of them, 22 or under? But my God, they didn't play like that. Did not play like that. Huge win in Game 6, blow out OKC, and then come right back. Got off to a great start in that game. And even though OKC made some runs at them, they just would come right back and just hit 17 threes, if I'm not mistaken, in that game, and hit some big ones in crunch time. And Victor Wembanyama, who's got more pressure on him than anybody, has just played out of this world, man. And he's been a great leader. I think we've kind of seen him show a little side of himself here that, like, I'm ready. I'm not waiting for another year and just going to hand this over to you. So they knock out the champs. The weird one with that story, with that whole thing, and I think over the weekend, is it's head-scratching. Not that guys have bad games. Listen, guys are going to have bad games. And you hope you don't have it in the biggest game, in the final Game 7 of a Western Conference Finals. But Chet Holmgren, who is not even arguably, he's their second-best player on the team next to the MVP. He took 2 shots in the game. And he can shoot from the outside. He obviously is tall and 7-footer and long. Can get, and I get Victor Wembanyama did a great job and probably blocked a couple of those shots and Probably got in his head a little bit, but how do you take 2 shots? They asked SGA that, and he couldn't answer it. I watched the press conference, and he's like, and you know how what do you do that where you put you put like somebody's asking you a question, you're a little uncomfortable, and you put your hand on your face, going, yeah. He took 2 shots, huh? 1 for 2. 33 minutes, 4 points and 4 rebounds. You ask how you lose a game like that? And I'm not one to blame one guy. It's a team sport. It's 5-on-5. But boy, Chet, my God, man. And still really had a really good regular season. Just disappeared. Just disappeared. Doesn't look like there's any love between the 2 centers from the 2 teams, but
I think he was terrified of the guy that was on him. He probably realized I can't get my offense going with this guy. All those block shots and stuff probably took their toll, and
I don't know, Woody. What are you justifying? 2 shots.
No, I am justifying. I mean, I think that's what happened. Like, I don't know.
2 shots.
I'm not saying it's okay, but
we get on the guy today if he was 2 for 8 and he had like 7 points, but 2 shots. 2 shots of a guy that's you built this thing around. One of the guys you built it around. And by the way, and the other part of this I want to get to is you don't trade this guy. I saw SGA came out and said you can't get rid of him. Like I get we've been together and like I don't want to get rid of that guy. There's talk now that they might trade him and fans want him traded. And again, he didn't play great in this series. Overall, he did not play great. But you can't trade Chet Holmgren. He's 24 years old. He's really good. I don't know where you rank him, and if you're going by what you just saw, I get it. You're down, but I always love that reaction of like, get rid of him, trade him.
But it's not just that. It's like listening to them driving in this morning, and they're like, well, they have to plan for Wemby now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's probably who you're going to have to go through, and clearly that matchup is a problem for him.
So then you're talking about somehow trying to get the Greek Freak is what you're talking about.
I mean, they could.
One thing about
it's not usually how they've done things over there, but
I would agree with one thing. He ain't scoring 4 points in one game.
No, probably not.
He's a scoring machine, man. He's a scoring machine. I'm with you on that one. We had a lot of baseball over the weekend, and it wasn't good, especially if it started with Miami. Whether it was the Marlins or the Canes, it was bad. And I know people think I'm just talking about the Canes and 22-10 loss and 9-6 loss and back-to-back games to get knocked out of the tournament and out of their season. But boy, Marlins took it on the chin yesterday too. They got beat up pretty good. 10-1 loss for them. 5 straight losses for them right now. So both teams, it was a rough one. 3 more now, starting with Washington today. They have a 3-game series there, try to get it rolling after losing 5 straight and then coming home. And doesn't get any easier when you get home. Tampa Bay's going to be here for 3, and then Arizona for 3. And we'll be telling you more about that a little bit later on in the show. We've got Omar Kelly going to join us. We're going to hit a little mini camp here as we get down to, what do I want to say? Is this one more next week, I believe, this week and next week. And then guy's going to be off until we come back and they open it up to the fans to see what it's going to look like here. So anyway, we'll talk to Omar, what he's going to be looking for over this mini camp and OTA that they still have left. We'll get into all that with him coming up in just a few minutes. But first, Chill Zone AC. Oh, it's that time of year, Bailey. It's hot outside. And my daughters came over and they ran up that air conditioning. Holy smokes, my house was freezing. It really upsets me too. Really upsets me when I got to grab a sweatshirt to in my house. It's abusive. I'm not calling any of my daughters, but it's abuse. It was terrible. And I also know when you run those air conditioning units, are going to break down. And right now, I don't know if anything has a worse reputation than air conditioning companies in general. But I got to tell you, if you're in for a new experience and you're ready and you're going, this year we're doing something different. I'm not going to that last air conditioning company. The service was bad. They didn't know what they were doing. They told me this and that and wasn't even accurate. Well, if you're tired of that, hey, I got somebody for you that would love to work with you. Chill Zone Air Conditioning. And the president, Melissa De Verona, is fantastic, family-owned and operated, ready to make sure you have a great experience with a lot of experience that they have. And I got to tell you right now, stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning. You're going to deal directly with the president. So you call, and you're going, it's Melissa, sweet, knowledgeable woman, ready to make sure you have a great experience. People being on time, knowledgeable to take care of the problem. If you need a new air conditioning, when they're going to deliver it and put it in when they say they are going to do it. That's what it's all about, man. You don't want to wait all day for somebody to show up, then they don't show up. That's not going to happen. That's not what this company's been built on. ChillZoneAC.com. Go to it. Covering all of South Florida. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning. 786-378-2778. If you're ready to make a change, matter of fact, tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM. Melissa will be more than glad to take great care of you and make sure you have a great experience with Chill Zone Air Conditioning.
WQAM.
Joe, it's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 Wentworth Hollywood and Sheridan, ToyotaofHollywood.com.
All right, Woody. Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, joins us as it's June 1st. Big day in the NFL that really nobody talks about. Salary cap savings, spread out, dead cap hit over 2 seasons. If you want to free up some money, releases, extensions, and we're waiting on A.J. Brown to see what's going to happen there as we say good morning to Omar. Omar, for the Miami Dolphins, tell me about June 1st and what it means for Dolphin fans watching their team.
I think they get $20 million in cap space. A lot of that money is going to have to be used to sign the rookie class, which is a large, substantial rookie class. I don't remember exactly what the cap number is, but it's pretty much going to be about half of that cap savings. And that will take the Dolphins into about $10 million in cap space that they could use to improve their team. But more realistically, I'm not sure they're going to be using any of that. I think they'll use minicamp this week to assess and evaluate their team. If there was one area that I think that they would definitely need to address, it would be edge setting. But, the AJ Epinezas of the world, the Javion Clowneys of the world, but I'm pretty sure that they're just going to go into the season with what they have and testing what's out there, testing what they got, and seeing if they can add something on the waiver wire, basically in late August.
I saw your article, and by the way, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I know sometimes it's not easy on some of the stuff that people care about, because what if they do see some positions and they go, wow. And I know you're never going to get an assistant. I have learned one thing about assistant coaches. They're super. I can get more out of him, coach. He's not right now, but I can coach him up. I've seen he's got it. Where somebody goes, I'm not seeing it. We're getting late in camp, and what do you do in that situation? Are they going to stick with this group through the whole thing, or do you think they try to add a couple of pieces?
We get to that point every single year for the last 20 years where you're looking at your roster and you're saying, I need another offensive lineman. Remember last year when we began training camp, I think we signed like 8 offensive linemen. Now, each of them got hurt the week they got signed, but there must have been at least, and 8 is an exaggeration, there must have been like 5 or 6 offensive linemen that were signed, just so that we could make it through the season and make it through training camp. I have a feeling that they're going to do something about that edge position. Maybe not now, but maybe later. There's just, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. Unless we plan to play Jordan Phillips and Zach Sealer as 5 technique ends, or use a 3-4 front, I'm not sure we have what it takes to stop the run. And if you can't stop the run, you're not going to do anything on defense.
It's funny you say that. I'm thinking Austin Clark, the most positive. I spent time with him and breakfast. He goes, these guys are coming around, Joe. You guys got to give them time. And I see it. I'm coaching them up. Some of them just need to be coached up with their hands better.
Austin Clark is the guy that I have the absolute most confidence on in that staff. He's been here since Flores days. There isn't a player that you could name me that hasn't gotten better under his watch. However, I will say this. When you just look at the body types, the arc, the areas where some of these players have struggled throughout their career. Max Llewellyn, we're now expecting a rookie to be a first and second down defensive end. And I know there are high expectations for a lot of these rookies, but that's a tall task. And think about what happened with these defensive tackles last year. We put a lot of them on the field when they weren't ready. They were absolutely sandbagging the team and sandbagging the season. To the point where the defense wasn't going to get any better until they got better, and then they eventually got better.
Right.
Now, that's them totally healthy. What suppose health impacts this defensive, this edge rushing unit? What suppose one of those guys that you project to be a starter suffers a calf injury, or now I'm not even giving you a season-ending injury, but a couple of games? You have nothing there. And that's just an area where you have to be concerned. Now, obviously, there are other areas of weakness. Receiver, I mean, come on. It's like, who the hell is in that room other than some rookies and some guys that have had moments of success in the NFL. I'm not so certain about the offensive line depth. Do you go 8 and 9 deep, where I haven't been here a season where you haven't had to rely on 8 or 9 starters
we have gone hurt
for a handful of games. That's just a unit that goes through it. And then cornerbacks. I mean, outside of Chris Johnson, do we really know if there's a starter on this team? And we could like Juju Brents as much as we want. Same thing with Dante Trader, but we don't know how they play when the action is real.
Well, some of those guys we do know are going to be playing. Storm Duck, throw him in there too once
he's healthy.
Once he's healthy. So anyway, yeah, it's an interesting one. That's why I asked you. Hey, got to ask you the other part of this. You got two guys that are coming off all-pro years at center and linebacker. Is there a chance that they get or do you think they've had an offer, and do you think they could get signed with an extension during this time, or there's just not enough money?
I'm sure they've had an offer. I'm sure it's not anywhere close to what they would want. I mean, probably Aaron Brewer thinks that he is top 5 center salary. And off one season, he has an argument. However, are the Dolphins going to pay a soon-to-be 30-year-old that kind of money? That's generally not how it works. Same thing with Devon Achane. Everybody sang the praises of how great that deal was, and then when you saw the details of the deal, you saw that it was basically barely getting them in the top 10 in terms of contracts and salaries and guaranteed money. This is a point where it's going to be very favorable for the team to give these players an extension, and if you don't want to take a favorable deal, that gives you some security for the future seasons, which is what it should really be about. Then you roll the dice like Christian Wilkins did, and you play throughout the season without any contract insurances. There are no, when you sign these contracts, there's no promise that I'm going to take care of you when you're in your final year of your deal. Sometimes you're put in these prove-it situations, and I think that might be the situation that at least one of them, if not both of them, find themselves in.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I think they both show up. I know it's mandatory, but those guys, you don't want to lose money.
This is mandatory. Aaron Brewer did not show up to the last week of OTAs. I do not take attendance in OTAs. I'm not going to sit here and harp on who is and who isn't attending. Now, if he doesn't attend a mandatory mini camp, okay, then. But I've always said, and I made the argument, why are you going to cost yourself $98,000?
Yeah.
To skip this, right? I'm sorry.
And you made your point already. The agents have said they've already talked. Everybody knows where everybody stands. I said that.
Like you're costing yourself a Mercedes to sit out OTAs for what? For me to write about it for a day? I never got that.
Hey, something else, Omar, you wrote about that I agree. And some of these guys are going to have to put pads on and get into some practices, some serious physical practices, either with other teams or some preseason games to find out if they can play or not, right? Yeah, I think you agree with me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The defensive line, the offensive line, I mean, we'll get an indicator during one-on-ones when they put some pads on, and we'll get an indicator during joint practices. But some guys just don't show up until it's game day. I mean, that used to be Cam Wake his entire career. Cam Wake was not a good practice performer, but on game day, he was a beast. It's just what the reality is. So, hopefully Malik Willis is a gamer. Like I keep hearing that he's not necessarily a great practice performer. And I would love to see him and his unit. I wrote a column in the Miami Herald. These are about the 10 things that you need to walk away from these 3 practices very confident about this team with. And that passing game is one of them. I get it. Nobody's got chemistry. I get it. Everybody's.
Yeah, you're going to have to give that time though, right? You got to give that some more time.
Absolutely. No question about it. But what is, I don't think first year offenses really take off, really start doing well until maybe October. And the question is, he's got to start developing some chemistry with somebody. He's got to start, trusting somebody. And I get it; it's a process, but this is a $45 million investment, and I'm a little concerned about the weaponry that they gave him.
Yeah, but I'll say, and you said this last week, and we've been saying they didn't run the ball at the last practices.
No.
And the other thing is, when you got to stay honest with Achan back there and Malik Willis, who also I think everybody's going to be very happy the way he can take off and go. It's going to keep everybody a little bit more honest, and I think it's going to help the Washingtons and Tolberts and Tutu Atwells and Caleb Douglases and those guys. But I do agree we need to see more than we did, because they're going to be obvious passing situations where guys going to have to get some separation and do it. But I think it'll come in time. It's going to get better. It's not going to be what we saw out there. Hey, I do want to ask you, though, Dante Trader and Jordan Phillips, man. Why do I have a really good feel about both these guys getting set to have really good camps?
Because they practice really hard. They're intentional. Their effort, commitment to getting better, consistently been in the facility. Zach Sealer joked that, the first thing Jordan Phillips got in trouble for was squatting too much weight. And I was thinking about this morning. I hate to admit that I'm thinking about a grown man's body at 7 a.m. in the morning, but I was thinking to myself, who is the defensive lineman with the best physique I've ever seen?
Defensive tackle or now
defensive tackle. Yeah, defensive lineman. If we're putting ends in the equation, it's clearly Jalen Phillips. Like Jalen Phillips.
I don't know. Cam had Cam.
Jalen Phillips got that size. Cam was good, but Cam was squatty. Jalen Phillips is just massive.
Let's get back inside. Go ahead inside.
Yeah, go back. Let's go back inside.
We're talking about attractive men, and it looks like people are wondering about it.
We're not talking about attractive men. We're talking about physiques. Like, if you look at Jordan Phillips, he is 6'3", 305 pounds, and he's not fat. There's not fat there.
Doesn't he weigh more than that? Isn't he like 320? I was looking at him up close the other day.
That's a good question. He might be in like 310, 350. He's a big guy.
That dude is screaming, I've been working out. Look at what happens when you work out like this.
He came in like that. So let's not.
No. But he's at a different level right now, man. I mean, that guy. Anyway, I think he's setting himself up. Obviously, he understands and wants year two. And I know there's a lot of other guys feeling the same way. It's a great opportunity for.
This is a great opportunity for a lot of these young players.
For these guys. Hey, so I do agree. You said something before, 6, 7, and 8, man. You got to have 3 extra offensive linemen. We are not even close to playing with just 5 guys. Right? We are not that Buffalo Bills group that played with the same 5 like 2 or 3 years in a row before having an injury or 2 last year.
Yeah.
So do we have them, or potentially do we have them on this group? Sawyer looks like he's a really solid, either going to be a really good backup that I like at any of these positions.
Yeah, and then I like the Andrew Myers, the backup center.
Yes,
he showed you a lot last camp. I think he can move inside to guard. Obviously, you have the young rookie DJ Campbell, who's going to be on the 53. I think he's going to compete with Jonah Savania for that starting right guard spot. It's come on. It's a position people don't realize, but DJ Campbell is like a top tier 5-star prospect getting into Texas.
Yeah.
Now he played his entire career at right guard, which is usually the easiest position to play. I don't know why that was or what limited him, but he's got experience at that exact spot with that Jonah is working at. And to be honest with you, if you're the worst guard in the NFL last year, which Jonah was, it shouldn't be that hard to beat you out, even if you're moving to your more natural position. So that's going to be one of the more interesting competitions. I think they're good at backup tackle because they have Caden Proctor, who will move over to right tackle. My question is, do they have one extra guy? And right now it looks like Keon Smith is that guy. Keon Smith's been around here for 4 years.
He has.
He got benched last year. When he was really struggling, and we never saw him again. And at some point, you gotta poop or get off the pot.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So Chop Robinson still individually one of the guys that going into year 3, big year for him, and I always expect more out of number 1 picks anyway.
I know you do. That's where me and you we have these fights for 5, 6, 7 years. Because I say Jordan Phillips. There's no difference for me between Jordan Phillips and Kenneth Grant. Whoever is the best man plays, and you're like, oh, he's a first round pick. He needs to play. He needs to be on the
Well,
field.
no, you're number ones. You're taking number one. I think they're both going to play a lot. By the way,
Yeah.
There's no question they're both going to be in there, maybe for different reasons, but yeah, I just expect, man, we pay those guys big signing bonuses up front.
Mm-hmm.
From
And
those big schools.
the history of this team means those first round picks can be belly flopping. So not necessarily this regime, but those were first round picks of the last regime, and you got about a 50-50 chance the guy's going to be good or the guy's going to be a bust.
Well, listen, Omar, we got this week and next week, and then the guy's going to have some time off till the end of July, and then, man, it counts, and we'll start getting into everything. So anyway, I'll see you out there, man. I appreciate you coming on this morning. Thanks, Omar.
Always a pleasure, Joe.
All right, Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist. We just disagree on those number one picks versus the number 5 pick, but I hope they all work out. Hey, I want to talk about something else that's really important. I know Mental Health Month is over. We're into a new month here in June, but hey, that doesn't change anything about your mental health. And if you're struggling, after spending some real quality time with Dr. Barry and his whole staff and just seeing the facility they have in Fort Lauderdale, if you're struggling with your mental health right now, depression, anxiety combination, it happens. It happens to a lot of guys, man. And when it does, how do you get back on the road when you're off and you're in a funk and you just can't get it back? Recovery Unplugged's a good way to start. It really is, man. Take it front and center because it works. Recovery Unplugged Mental Health Residential Program in Fort Lauderdale is your private sanctuary to reset. Dr. Barry and his team blend expert care with music-based healing in a beautiful, comfortable space that you're going to love. They accept most major insurance plans. Hey, if this is something that you're going through or you got a friend going through it right now, off divorce, lost jobs, some things just haven't gone their way, and you can't get out of this funk, call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplug.com. Let's heal out loud, even in June.
Now, it's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, what do you have for us here on a Monday morning?
Well, Joe, I was trying to steer clear of any of these stories that appear to be a black eye for the great sport of tennis. Did you see this one guy pushed a ball girl?
I didn't see that. I saw some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
though.
there was
I
that.
watched
Like
way too much.
There was a fight.
There wasn't a fight.
An argument.
Yes, he just
that
said,
happens every day at your club.
He just says, "Don't
play
play tough guy with me."
Yeah,
I have seen that at the courts.
but what's going on, man? We got this guy Rafael Jodar, who accused now of pushing a French Open ball girl. He kind of shoved her out of the way. People are calling for him to be banned for life.
Banned for life. Yeah,
can't push the ball girl, man.
No, you shouldn't be touching him. Totally agree.
Tough scenes out there.
That's a weird one, man. I seen him. Seemed like a real likable guy. He's 19 years old.
We had another weird story come out of the Women's College World Series, the softball. Did you happen to see this one between Texas Tech and Tennessee?
No.
So it says basically what happened was the coach, the Tennessee softball head coach, Karen Weekly, said something to a former player in the handshake line. Said we were walking through the line, just saying good game. And she said that I made a mistake instead of saying good game. That's it. So that, sure, the transfer deal here. And now there is video that shows that didn't happen. So there's kind of a little bit of a back and forth here as to what really went down. But anyway, a black guy for a great event as well. So just really, really tough what's happening to our sports. I mean, we got to be nice in the handshake line, Joe.
This poor umpire yesterday on the clay court.
I saw
she had
that
a
one
cup
too.
up out.
Yeah.
Now they want her out.
Yeah.
So like
out there,
hey,
man.
it's not me. All right, you try to make those calls, whether it's catching the line or not, are not easy. That's why they need to use technology, man. They got technology for everything. They can't do it on clay court. Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, Joe. We had the clash in Italy yesterday. I don't know if you saw any of this.
No.
This would be the WWE taking their show on the road here.
I knew it was on there. I saw him really hyping it up yesterday.
Yeah, so Cody Rhodes beat Gunther to keep his undisputed WWE championship. Then Roman Reigns retained his World Heavyweight Championship in a tribal combat match against Jacob Fatu. We have Raw coming up tonight. So we'll see how things go down there, Joe. They're supposed to have Roman Reigns and Fatu on Raw tonight, so they will they will meet. Also, by the way, Brock Lesnar. Remember Brock Lesnar?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he beat Obafemi. So
okay,
it's
all right. Got
and
some good stuff.
In other fighting news here, Greg Hardy was back in action.
Greg Hardy. I haven't heard that name for a while.
Yeah, he was in action over the weekend here, a little MMA. Now, he was fighting a guy in this one, and he missed weight by 25 pounds and got knocked out.
Oh, that's a bad combo.
Yeah.
That's a bad combo.
Always tough for old Greg when he's fighting guys there, yeah. I think he's scheduled to fight again in July 18th. I don't know who's watching these things, but
he's had some demons. He's had his share of demons. No question about it. Yeah.
All right, Joe, and our final little fast food news here for you. Burger King, for the first time in 15 years, is bringing back crown-shaped nuggets.
Really?
You can get them in a, I know they don't call them a Happy Meal at Burger King. They call it a kids meal. You can get them with a Crayola set here. Crayola crayons, a crown that you can color, and fries and apple juice to go along with it.
You got to get out there and try that out there.
So
they still have the Whopper with cheese?
I would imagine so.
That was legendary, man.
I would think they do. I don't know if maybe you never had I don't know if I've ever had a Whopper.
Come on, man. You got to try everybody's burger at least once.
I've had a burger there. I just don't know if I've had a Whopper.
Gotta get.
That's just that's their largest burger, right? Is that the?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I tried once. Remember they had that stacker thing where it was like one layer of meat, cheese, bacon, and then like they would just keep going and topping it. Yeah,
just loaded.
We tried one of those one time. It was like an eating challenge type deal. But
I got to tell you, man, I still think of Don Shula telling us it's the only time he got away. We're on a bus, and he's talking about we're getting ready. We're on the West Coast, and he goes, "Hey, big day today for me." And we go, "What about?" I was just sitting in front of he was on the offensive bus, and he says, "Selling my Burger Kings out here on the West Coast." I went, "Oh,
really?
Didn't know you own." He was jacked. Whatever that price was, he was jacked up. And Jim Otto owned a bunch of them in Northern California, the great center for the Raiders. So yeah, all those guys got in on the original Burger Kings.
Anyone ever offer you a steak in the fast food stuff or no?
No.
I know you've wanted to open up a Dunkin'.
Probably wouldn't be good me owning a Dunkin' Donut place.
Yeah, but you're not a huge fan of the donuts. You more like the coffee.
Yeah, but man, they get you. They're just fighting the willpower when it opens and they're fresh. It's really hard.
Yeah,
that's one of the great smells early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see them. You go, "How old are they?" And so they just came out. You want one?
How old are they?
She goes, "They just came. We just finished them. You want one?"
What's the lifespan on a Dunkin' Donut?
Not long. No,
I know.
You can't in the morning.
Under an hour?
That's why I always ask them. I go, "Hey, I need a dozen. Would you make them?" They'll tell you right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They know you could check.
Well, do they make them there or do they just like defrost them?
I mean, they'll make them from scratch. No, I'm guessing. I don't know what the guy in the back does.
Krispy Kreme, you see the whole operation when you go in there.
Yeah, but Krispy Kremes, for some reason, those things stay fresh for like a month and a half. They're like, you forget you have them for a month. You go back and you're going, wow, they're still fresh.
Well, something they put in that glaze.
I don't know. Whatever it is, Woody. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I find out? I find out that I do better when I'm not eating them. And I'm not saying I don't love them. That's a difference now. Like, oh, I don't eat that stuff. Like, oh, hell no, I eat it.
You've never tried any of the exotic donut places, though, yet, have you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you did make it. Okay, finally. And the last time we had spoken, you hadn't been to any of those.
Those kids bring them home for me.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad. You know you can't say no. And then there I am before I go to bed.
Those are heavy.
Oh.
Those are very heavy.
So good, though. So good, Woody. So good. All right, we got 8 o'clock hour coming up here while you're talking about donuts. Damn, I do like donuts. No question about it. Those cinnamon buns are good, too. The mall. It's a mall day today.
What do you like better, the pretzel or the cinnamon bun? I happen to like the cookies at Miss Fields. Big fan of those.
I like the bun.
The cookie cake.
I'll go bun.
Cupcake things.
The buns.
The cinnamon buns.
Good way to go.
Those are good.
Very strong smell.
They do.
Come around the corner. You're 100 yards away going, oh, it's right up there.
You ever make those at home?
No.
They're easy now. They come in a package, but
nothing seems to be the same at home as when you go there. Maybe it's your mindset. When you go there, you just like nothing against Dunkin' Donut coffee and the cream and everything else. Doesn't taste the same at home as it does when I get it in the morning.
Yeah.
And I get it every morning. All right, 8 o'clock hours coming up. Atlantic Men's Clinic, ED and low T. Hey, what do you got to get rid of all that stuff, man? Get rid of it. I did. No low T and no ED. Sex drive is back. Energy level is back. It's getting close to that summer vacation, and I want to make sure that I enjoy every friggin' day. And last thing I want to do is go, I'm a little tired. Can we not do anything today? No, we're going, man. We're going. We're rolling. And the sex drive thing, that's a game changer. No, I've never met a man that goes, Joe, I've got ED. Can you help me? I have a lot of guys come up and say, I got low T, Joe. There's no question because every guy understands that, and it's okay. But ED is something we can't really tell each other about. I had full-blown ED. Nothing was working. It was I was just using that bedroom to go to sleep. That was it. Man, I'm telling you, sex drive was gone. I am so glad I went to Atlantic Men's Clinic 2 years and 2 months ago, and I got to tell you, I got great results right away. I showed up for that first appointment, got the PSA test, met with their professional staff, was there to answer all my questions, and looked at the numbers and then put me on a program that was perfect for me to have great results, and it happened fast. They've got 7 locations, no excuses. You got one close to you. I go to Plantation, got a brand new location in Hollywood that's really got a great location for a lot of people. And call them, 877-455-7300. Set up that first appointment. If you're tired of low T and ED, as in a combination of always tired, because you're always tired, you're not active, and you're still eating the same amount of food, you gain weight, and ED, you're going, oh my God, where'd this come from? Sex drive is gone. If you're 50 or older, 50% of the men have ED and low T. I know nobody's saying it. Everybody's saying, I'm not missing anything. Oh, my sex drive's strong. Liar, liar, pants on fire. 877-455-7300. Set up that first appointment at AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
Brett Evans here to help you beat the books with Westwood One Sports. My cousin Mike Evans has changed locales. Now on the left coast
McCoy and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting baseball, the Marlins were swept by the Mets, falling 10-1 yesterday. Miami will now head to D.C. for a 3-game series with the Nationals. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:45. The game can be heard right here on WQAM. And the Hurricane season came to an end after a 9-6 loss to Troy. In the NBA, the Spurs and Knicks will meet in the NBA Finals beginning on Wednesday in San Antonio. On the ice, the Golden Knights will take on the Hurricanes in the Cup Final beginning tomorrow in Carolina. And to the Dolphins, we'll have a mandatory minicamp in Miami Gardens for 3 days. That starts tomorrow. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. Currently, we are in the mid-70s and a 40% chance of rain as that continues to creep up here this morning. And Joe, one more thing before we get back to it here. We're going to give people our code word once again. The Summer of Soccer is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $250 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale for your chance to win. Text the word soccer to 20357. That is soccer to 20357. For more info, WQAM.com. Text contest, message, and data rates apply. Don't text and drive. There you go.
All right. Sounds good, Woody. A lot of stuff going on with the World Cup right around the corner, man. And I look forward to it. What is it, every 4 years we have the World Cup, and
something like that.
It is 4 years, actually. You don't really care about
I know it's 4 years.
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
who do you got winning it? I took the U.S.
You did?
I did.
You took a long shot?
I did.
You took a real long shot?
I was torn between them and Norway down there at the long shots. We must have a good player or two, right? Maybe.
Trying to think who
we should be allowed to have Messi because he plays here. He should just convert to full American.
Yeah, they won the last one. Argentina can't win 2 in a row. He's got one. I mean, the guy's done everything. He's done everything you can do. Right? Messi's won a championship here, so we can't say, well, that team, they should win a championship. All right, check, I did that. And then they're going, oh, you can't be the greatest player until you win a World Cup. He did that. And he's really good, actually, in this last World Cup. So he's done it all, man. Just a matter of when they do the GOATs and the greatest of all time, although I hear all these guys talk on these shows, and they're saying Messi is the best of all time and still playing at a high level in our league here in MLS. So anyway, got that. Hey, by the way, what a great story. Barkey, man, is back. Alexander Barkov. How good is that story? Goes over. I was a little, are you sure he's 100%? I mean, I guess you can't stop these guys from playing for their country that are eligible. And Barkey was just about ready to come back if this team would have had a chance to make the playoffs, and they didn't. So he goes over and plays for Finland, and they go out and win the world championship. First they beat Canada, then they take care of Switzerland. So he and Anton Lundell, 2 players from Finland, get a championship. Barkey plays out of this world, and everybody is going, oh, no, he's back. 3 goals, 8 assists in the tournament. And, yes, the best defensive forward in the NHL is back. Boy, everybody is raving about him. So good news, man, for Panther fans who are maybe holding their breath a little bit like, oh, bro, please, I hope you're 100% before you go play for your country. And I know it had to kill him because he couldn't play in the Olympics, because a lot of people think, hey, man, they have him in the Olympics. They would have been ready to go. But anyway, saying all that, great story for Panther fans knowing that Barkov's going to be back. Boy, I tell you what, we should be completely healthy when all these guys that were banged up at the end of the year got their surgeries or just had a chance to heal and get back. But, boy, the lead dog, if we're going to be talking about winning a championship, getting that Stanley Cup Finals, speaking of which is getting ready to start tomorrow, Alexander Barkov is a big, big piece to that thing. And so anyway, good stuff there. And we've got June 1st today being the start of the NFL, getting a lot of business done, kind of watching to see what's going to happen with A.J. Brown. A lot of people think he's going to end up. A lot of people think the deal's done already with the Patriots. So we'll find out. Should know a lot today. This afternoon should be a few cuts, few releases, maybe a couple extensions in there with some money getting freed up. So all that stuff comes into play, and we'll find out. Mini camps for the Miami Dolphins Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I want to thank Omar for coming on with us a little bit earlier. And then we're all set, man, for the NBA Finals, San Antonio, New York. And I got to tell you, man, I don't care who wins, but it's should be a hell of a series. Should be really a good. Who's favored in that thing, Woody? I didn't even ask you.
That's a good question. The Spurs are slightly.
Really?
It's pretty close, though, yeah.
It's amazing, man. They're so young. That team is so young.
The Spurs, by the way, may be the dirtiest team I've seen play since, I don't know, the Pistons of like
what
the 90s. I mean, they are just incredibly dirty. Not that that's like a terrible thing, but.
So wait a second. I just want to get this right. So San Antonio just beats Oklahoma City in games 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And your take on them, it's always off of whatever the sport is. So they're dirty. Are you saying they won because they're dirty?
I'm saying they won.
Well, that's what you're
because of
saying.
it. I'm saying they
You're
happen to be an
insinuating
incredibly dirty playing team.
I think they're pretty talented.
By
team.
the way, Wemby punched another guy in the face that was in Game 7.
He's had a gut full of these guys.
Yeah.
Hanging on him.
He goes and he hits the guy with another elbow.
I know.
Right as he's driving to the basket.
People saying he should have been kicked out.
Coach went nuts. Coach got teed up.
They missed it. They couldn't see it.
No, they
were
reviewed
blocked.
it. They went back and reviewed it.
So anyway,
the Knicks got to match that, man. They got to find a way to take it to these guys. I know the Knicks will mix it up a little. Yep.
They're going to mix it up. They're not. They better come up with some kind of game plan for Victor.
Spurs are favored by 4.5 in Game 1, but it's pretty close. The series is like, I mean, they're slight favorites, but.
You know, Castle's only 21 years old, who's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Harper is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby's 21 or 2.
They're going to be good for a while, yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And now everyone's going to try to regroup to beat them.
Well, yeah.
We'll see what the Thunder do. They got to get rid of that stiff, though.
That's the dumbest thing. Get rid of Chet Holmgren.
I mean, if you can bring in someone better, anyone better.
So what's better?
I mean, you could have probably thrown a corpse out there. Would have been better in Game 7, but
that's true.
I mean, could have gone 4 guys.
By the way, that will go down as one of the greatest shaking my heads of all time.
Well, it's obvious why it happened.
No, it's not.
The guy was deathly afraid of Wemby. He don't want to keep getting his shot blocked. Guy was humiliating him.
You know, he can play outside too. He doesn't just have to do his around the.
Who? Chet?
Yeah, Chet Holmgren.
Play wherever he wants. Wemby was all over him.
This is weak.
Wemby owned his ass, and the guy was afraid. Clearly was afraid. How else do you explain that?
Take 2 shots in 33 minutes, and you're second best player on the team. I mean, even the guys on the team got to be, as they're packing up today, getting their physicals done, and realize that season's over, they got to be going, man, what happened to Chet?
Now the Giannis talk is heating up.
Well, he's going to heat up everywhere.
Yeah.
He's going to heat up everywhere. Giannis here, Giannis there. Who's got the best package? I see I think Ira Winderman's talking about that Orlando could put together
they can.
a nice package and come up with something if you're looking for a guy to build it around.
You think he wants to go to Orlando?
They're saying he likes it, man. He's a big fan of Disney World.
Oh, yeah?
Be able to do that with his kid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wants to live near Disney.
Come on, that's why.
He'd be an annual pass holder.
Just go every day. Hey, are we done with practice? I only got today, and I know we're playing tomorrow, but I want to go hang out at Disney World today.
Yeah. He could play down here, still get the Florida resident discount, though. Didn't have to live in Orlando.
They're going to throw out all these names that have all these first-round picks, and it's going to could make it a little rough down here getting it done. The key is what he wants. The key right now is what does he want to do?
Do you know what I saw the other day, too? They got these betting odds up on Hard Rock for where LeBron's going to play next year.
Yeah.
So one of the options, obviously, is retirement, which seems
I don't
unlikely.
No. Cleveland or stay in L.A., which is it?
Well, Miami's on there.
Is it?
Of course they're on there.
No way he comes.
It's very realistic.
No way he comes back. He and Pat, that didn't end well.
Then he calls Dwayne.
Call Dwayne to see if Dwayne wants to come back.
Dwayne looks like he could go, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm guessing Dwayne stays in pretty good shape. These guys work out a lot. This guy
Melo's out there and bring the whole group
just
back
bring
together.
that whole draft class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bosch, Bosch could coach or something, but
yeah.
Gotta keep him safe.
You know what's funny? We never talk about how that thing ended with Bosch. Remember, he's upset. He was mad.
It was very ugly.
He was mad at everybody and bro, nobody wants to be on the watch when you die from a blood clot. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, dude. Can you imagine one doc? Remember, he's looking for that one doctor to sign off on it. I'll go, yeah, that's a doctor. Yeah, that's a smart one.
That was a crappy ending. Remember, he really wanted to be here in Miami too. He signed the contract, stay here. He really wanted to be here.
He got his money.
Well, I know, but I don't think that's what this is about. He wasn't happy to take the money and run.
He got great retirement money. That thing.
He did.
Yeah, a lot left on that bad boy.
Yeah.
It must have kicked into the insurance part of the contract. Jeez.
But that was really ugly how that ended.
Hey, Dwayne left the first time I wasn't pretty.
No.
Said I've never been the highest paid player on my own friggin' team. That's amazing. He did that Tom Brady thing. Remember Tom Brady said I was never the highest paid. I'm going to go down as the greatest quarterback of all time, and I was never the highest paid guy in this league. Oh, I got to tell you, speaking of Brady, I watched.
What'd you watch?
I broke down. I had too much time. I needed a break from tennis.
What's he doing these days?
No, I watched the Netflix documentary.
He has a Netflix documentary?
No. The comedian. I watched. It was. I laughed. You can't. It was.
Talking about the roast?
Yes.
From 2 years ago?
No, not. They just did another one.
Yeah. Oh, so you watched the more recent one.
Not of Brady, of the. God, I just blanked out on his name. On the comedian.
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart. Thank you.
How was it?
Thank you all day, Dan Day. It
didn't get very good reviews.
How did you have 2.5 hours to sit there and watch that?
Dude, I couldn't turn it off. I could not turn it off.
You don't know this, but he's got a lot of free time. A lot of free time.
I was looking at it. I was like, I don't have enough time.
This guy is single-handedly keeping the golf network and the tennis network. and all these things
No,
here.
man. I watch a record amount of French Open. I finally had to turn it off. I said, that's it.
The tennis channel thanks you.
Yeah, I was done. But Woody, some of it was funny. A lot of it was locker room stuff.
Yeah.
And I see, because some people are not happy with some of the comments.
Mm-hmm.
One lady, they're roasting, they're killing. Her husband committed suicide.
Oh, that's nice.
They got jokes about it.
Okay. I haven't seen it. Like I said, I just looked. It got horrible reviews.
It did?
Yeah, it did.
Brady came out first and got it.
How was he?
I mean,
he's not particularly funny.
No, it was fine. It was it's just the way his went. His didn't go well. His didn't go well with the mothers of his children.
No.
Did not go well.
Maybe time to end roasts. What do you think?
I'm guessing somebody must got paid a lot of friggin' money is why those things are happening.
Kevin Hart didn't need the money. The guy puts out 10 movies a year.
Oh, they killed him, saying they're all bad. They're all bad movies.
I haven't seen any of them, so I wouldn't know. I've seen a few of his stand-up specials. He is funny on those, but
hey, we got Goldie going to join us coming up here in this 8 o'clock hour. He's been doing a lot of playoff hockey.
We need his pick on this series here. Vegas slight underdogs in game one.
Man, is Vegas in the party close to it every year since they came into the league year one?
That's good. It's good.
They got all those expansion guys and they're just off and running.
They do that fun thing pregame everyone likes to watch.
All right. You're always I'm talking about the friggin' game, and you're
you don't like that?
I always feel like you're.
Why do you always feel like that? You don't like what they do?
No, you know what I
pregame?
think? I think you're more into everything but the games. You don't care about.
You know what?
You're oh, my son like this. It was so fun. The guy had a cute color on. Leon loved it.
The game starts late, and so I like to watch the pregame stuff.
All right. Well, listen. Get revved up in there. Get a little caffeine. I want you to get ready to go because we got a lot more stuff coming up here. But I do want to take a moment to tell you about Chapman Partnership. I always like talking about one of my favorite organizations doing great work in our community, Chapman Partnership. They do more than just provide housing and a warm meal. They're changing lives daily in our community by going beyond shelter and providing caring support and wraparound services and programs. At Chapman, they are focused on building pathways for client success through their CP Works program. Their program provides real jobs in the community to clients to gain work experience and rebuild their life. Join me in WQM to show support to one of my favorite charities, really making a difference in our community through workforce development. Is just one of the many services and programs they do to end homelessness in Miami. Any level of support is just so impactful. You can make a big difference in helping these families and individuals get back out on their feet with all the great programs we're doing. So if you can, anything you can give here in 2026, 30 years, Chapman's been around doing fantastic work. Go online to chapmanpartnership.org. Any amount of money you can give will make a big difference. Thank you so much.
We have Marlins and Giants on June 19th. So your team, the Giants, are coming to town. We got a 4-pack of tickets for this one. So we'll take caller number 5, 305-567-0560. Caller number 5 right now.
All right, I like that. Yeah, take the family and head out there.
Yeah.
Kids will be out of school. Everybody's out of school by June 19th, right? I'm out of the game right now.
Wednesday is the last day. That's Broward.
This is it, huh?
This is it.
Wow.
This is it.
Boy, time flies.
Yep.
So I got to drive by Western High School.
Mm-hmm.
So I always forget, like, when they're getting out of school, it's just, So I'm glad everything will be open. Be able to.
You're talking about like the school zone thing?
Yeah, the school zones.
Thing. Oh.
I mean, they're. Whew. We got schools on both sides. We got the Catholic school on one side and Western High School on the other. And yeah. Anyway,
I think I don't know what the high school is. I know Leon's public school is Wednesday. I'm guessing they're all the same.
Yeah,
but that's elementary.
What high school you buy out there? What's
Cooper City?
Cooper City High School. Yeah. All right.
But I don't know when that one gets out either. So
I've been caught in all of them, Woody. When you got a little free time around, you don't have to worry about kids. You're going, oh no, I forgot there's a school here. I forgot. But hey, listen, a lot of people looking at those Marlins tickets right now. We're going to be giving them away every day, Wood?
Every day this week, yes.
Good stuff. All right. Hey, listen, we got Goldie coming up. Steve Goldstein's going to join us coming up here this morning. Gold's been away doing a lot of hockey games, so getting set for preseason football on CBS with Kim Bocamper. And Goldie will be back, and I'm guessing he's pretty pumped up to see Barkov back and playing really well. Really, really well. It is amazing how important all these events are for these guys to go home and play for their country. It really is. And we see it in basketball, though some guys are tired or don't play as much like they used to. But the hockey guys, if they're healthy enough, they want to play. They don't care if it's during the All-Star break. They don't care if it's a world championship, the Olympics. They want to play for their country. No matter how long that schedule is, they're like, oh, hell no. It's important when we go back home. Canada and Switzerland and Finland and obviously Canada and everything else. So, Barkey, man, he's back and looks great. Anton Lundell, they win the world championship, but having Barkey back, boy, is big for this team, and hopefully gets back here now or takes a little time over in Finland and comes back and starts working out here and living over in the east side of town here. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mini camp as well, and we got the French Open going on, and it's a weird one because I can't remember last time the three biggest names, Alcaraz, who's been injured, Sinner because of heat, which is really weird. He just dominates the first two sets and runs out of gas. And I mean runs out of gas completely, loses the next three sets. And then Djokovic loses to a 19-year-old who plays the match of his life until yesterday, did it again. So those are out, but the theme over there right now is youth with a lot of young guys playing really, really well in the tournament. So anyway, it's pretty cool to watch still, but I do agree. Some of the guys have told me, but all the stars are out. All the big name guys are out. I don't know, man. There's a lot. If you're a junkie, you just like to watch. It really doesn't matter much to you. So anyway,
we did give the tickets away, by the way. David got them today.
Way to go, David.
More tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Good, man. Tickets, go down there and watch San Francisco Giants. Boy.
You going to make your way down to see them?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's honest.
Dan
I mean,
at you.
I know. Probably not. Probably not going to make
You're not a Miami guy.
You know what I'm not, Woody? I get up really early in the morning, bro. No. I just do.
The game could be early. What if there's a noon game?
Then I go.
Then do we make it over?
Yeah, if there's probably a
class field trip over there. What do you think?
12 o'clock game. That changes things a little bit.
All right, I'll look into it.
12 o'clock. Yeah, man. Maybe you're on to something. Go down there. Can we get passes to go down there and bug those guys? Media passes?
No, you don't want to sit with those guys.
No,
I want to
before
sit
the
where we
game, go
can-
down them.
No.
You don't wanna do
I want to, sit where we can wear a Marlins jersey and maybe have a drink and, if we need to heckle because we're losing our bet, whatever. Be with the media stiffs.
Is that your thing? So now you're taking shots at the media and you're going to gamble on the game.
If we go, I probably would.
You know what? Why don't I just go without you if I go? Just give me taking. Just
fine,
give
you
me
go sit in the
taking
press
care of.
box, okay? Go make friends with the Omar Kelly of the Marlins.
Why are you taking shots? See,
it's a weekend series, by the way. There's a 140 game on.
All right, 140 is not bad.
The game we're giving away is the 19th, is a Friday night game.
All right. We're good.
We got live local bands at the Bullpen Bar and Grill after every Friday home game.
There you go.
That's nice.
Do you know who they have coming up here while we're talking about the Marlins?
The Rays on June the 5th.
That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
They
Tampa
got
Bay
that Friday night live deal for that one as well.
Great. And then Arizona's in town for 3.
I'll tell you all the promotions. We got Blue Moon Live coming up on Saturday.
Okay, that sounds good.
At the Blue Moon Brew Hall, $3 hot dogs, $7 Blue Moon drafts, live music pregame.
Okay. Got the 4 for 44 coming up, I believe, with Arizona, don't we?
Saturday, June 20th is the Flanagan's Cup.
Oh,
that's the Giants.
Flanagan's is good.
First 10,000 fans get a Flanagan's Cup.
That's great. Damn, I love eating a Flanagan's.
And then Sunday, I think Sunday is Father's Day on the 21st. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So you get a Father's Day rope hat presented by Blue Moon.
Boy, it's
actually a nice hat.
We got a lot of stuff going on here. Speaking of one of the good fathers out there, we got Steve Goldstein going to join us coming up here in just a few minutes. First, though, before we do that, man, we got to talk about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. My man, Michael Kotze, 30 years in the business. I just tell everybody when they ask me about Michael Kotze, and I go, look, he's a really good guy, but the guy works. Man, it's about great service. It's about getting approved quickly. It's about a guy that works 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or Sunday, working to get the papers done so you can speed up the process, getting you approved half the time in the big bank. Hey, debt consolidation, you need cash. You got all that equity in your home, you need cash, man. And whatever it is, insurance going up, HOA costs getting you, something's getting you where you're going, I'm slowly getting upside down, and it's not good. Michael Kotze can help you. Hey, speaking of Michael Kotze, first-time home buyers with very little money down and low rates, Michael Kotze has got some really good programs for you to help you get approved and in the ball game when you find that home. Already got it all done for you. And reverse mortgage is more popular than ever. If you and your spouse are 62 or older, you qualify. With all that equity in your home, could really use it. Got to get you going, pay off some bills, go on a nice vacation. Hey, man, Michael Kotze, again, one of the things he does so well for you. Hey, man, it's just about helping you out, getting that money you need real badly. He can do it for you. The man's been doing this for 30 years, truly has no life. He's always working. Call or text him, 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730, MLS 166254. Rates and terms are subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. Go to Google reviews on the web, Choice Mortgage reviews for Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage.
It is time to head back out to the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline Shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
All right, Woody and Steve Goldstein, TV voice of the Panthers, have been busy doing playoff games for the NHL as we are now set, by the way, for the Stanley Cup Finals starting tomorrow with Carolina and Las Vegas. But let's get to some really good news, Gold, now that we got you back in South Florida. Alexander Barkov, man, what a great story. He not only back, he played, they win the whole thing. Finland ends up beating first Canada and then comes back and beats Switzerland to win the championship.
You know I'm not happy with, Joe? I'm not happy with Ollie Gordon. He changed his number to 0. I'm trying to learn these numbers for mini camp and preseason for the Dolphins, and old Ollie changes his number. No, honestly, it's amazing, Joe. It's 3 straight years now that Barkov has won a championship. So he wins the Stanley Cup the last 2 years. He's out all year, and he goes over there, and he was awesome in the tournament. You know, I watched the final yesterday. It was a great game. By the way, Anton Lundell played great as well. But the best news is what you said. He was stopping. He was turning. He was finding loose pucks. He looked like his old self. And now he's got another 3 months where he can do all his training on and off the ice. I mean, this guy, I think next year, and you know this better than anybody, Joe. You had a few injuries, you know, during your career. You played pro sports. I didn't. You know, when it's taken away for you, even for a month, or you miss a few games, it's like, oh, man, you realize maybe sometimes, not that he didn't know he loved it, how much you love it. So he's a great player. He's a great teammate. And now he's going to be so motivated because he has a championship and he hasn't played in the NHL in over a year when they line it up in late September.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
It is pretty amazing that the way the team finished, and especially all those injuries. And like, I think Panther fans are just jacked up knowing that they're going to have everybody back and they're going to run this thing back. So it's should be a lot of fun. By the way, real quickly, Carolina, Las Vegas. You've seen them both play. This Vegas story is unbelievable. It seems like every year they're either there or really close to it since they started in the NHL, when they got everybody's leftover players that they didn't protect. It's incredible.
It's amazing. 9 years in existence, 3 Stanley Cup finals.
Jeez.
5 times they've been to the conference final or the semifinal during the COVID year. So every other year, you know, they're either playing for a chance for the cup, or every third year they're playing for the cup.
Yeah.
It is amazing. And you got to you talk about a GM with his finger on the pulse. Remember, with a few weeks left, they fire Cassidy, who had won the cup, and bring back John Tortorella, who everybody thought was done. And people like, what are you doing? Joe, they've won 19 out of 24 games since they hired John Tortorella. Just amazing. I think it's a great series. You got some stylistic differences. I was watching Vegas and I covered the West Final, and they looked a lot like the Panthers the last 2 years. Miserable to play against. North-south. There's no cute in the game. The goalie, for the most part, has to make one save, and then they clean it up. Big, strong defense. Wingers that'll bang you around and just, get the chip in with the scoring, enough scoring. So they reminded me a lot of the Panthers. I will tell you this. I can't say who it was because I don't want to get the guy in trouble. But somebody on that Carolina group actually said to me, hey, thanks a lot to your team for taking a gap year so we can get into the Stanley Cup final.
By the way, it is.
What?
Yeah, that I got to tell you, is like, oh, no, not the Panthers again. Oh, hell, we're done. Hey, so I got to ask you, your other job you're going to be doing is the preseason football on TV. And you're right. The first thing I notice is the guys all decide they want to change their friggin' number, which didn't make it any easier during the OTA practice. Gold, it's a little different situation we're used to, man. We cleaned up the cap, obviously, is a big part of it, and there's a lot of young guys. But I got to tell you, the GM and head coach have been really, really impressive so far.
Well, they seem to have the right kind of football mentality. I mean, 100% on that. Jeff Hapley's a grinder. There's no pretty in him. I love the fact, actually, Joe, a few years ago, people may or may not know this, he got tired of all the garbage going on in college football with the NIL and all that.
Right.
And he said, I'm out of here. And he went to Green Bay to be the defensive coordinator. Now, you've known me for like decades now, so you know I'm a little, sports geek. So while I'm on the flight home from Vegas the other day after the sweep, I dig into the homework a little bit on Hafley. And I realized...
Shocking.
Shocking, right? So he gets to Green Bay. They were 23rd in the league, okay, one of the lowest in late down blitzes, meaning third down, fourth downs obviously don't come up a lot. When he took over, they were third in the NFL in late down blitzes. He disguises them really well. The other thing is the Dolphins the last 2 years, and you know this, a lot of people may know this, we were one of the worst tackling teams in the league. Only Arizona missed more tackles. Jeff Hafley, his Green Bay defenses the last couple of years, and they weren't great before he got there, were top 5 in tackling. How many times have the Dolphins lost games the last few years against Buffalo or against the Chargers, and the list goes on missed tackles?
Yeah.
3-yard passes become 13-yard gains, and then you know what happens. The defense has to stay on the field and downhill. So I'm really optimistic at the fundamentals the guy brings to the table. It seems like they brought in a bunch of players. At least in college, these guys were productive on the field. It's kind of the first step. Let's see if they can get the culture. We're going to have a whole bunch of new captains. Tyreek Hill is gone. Tua is gone. There's going to be new captains. And it seems to me, Joe, and looking forward to being out there this week, the slate is kind of clean. Like, jobs are open.
Right.
Like, if you step up and you're fundamentally sound on either side of the ball and you can do the job for this guy, you're earning yourself a job. So, optimistic, and really that offensive line is the key. If they hit on the first round pick, that left side of the line, they should just run the ball 40 times a game to the left side.
No. Listen, I agree, and Austin Jackson's got to come. I know people are giving up on him, but I hope the doctors know something. He's going to be ready to go to start a camp when it camps, because they really need him at right tackle. Just take the pressure off everything.
There is no doubt about that. And we know, and again, like you said, Joe, so many injuries, so people down on him. But, hey, man, when he played, that running game was a top 5 running game in the league. So, and hopefully they can unlock a little something in Jonas Savaiinaia. Obviously a struggle last year. Seems like he's more comfortable. He'll be on the right side. It's just year 2. So let's see if he can do it. The bottom line is you got a lot of talent, a lot of high draft picks on that offense. But it doesn't mean they're all going to come together as 5. But we know at some point during these guys' careers, there's talent there.
It's funny because I expect more out of 1s and 2s and just by where you're drafted and stuff. But I'll tell you, a lot of guys just you talk just aren't drinking the Kool-Aid on Savaiinaia just because he's moving to the right side. They think he's going to struggle. And the second guy is people just don't think Chop Robinson's going to be productive. I can't wait to see, for these 2 guys specifically, to see what they're able to get out of these 2 guys, this coaching staff.
Well, it's a great point because they're 2 positions that you need them. So, they're first and second round picks. You need those guys. The good thing is you're going to really find out about Chop. He's got to play the run.
Yes.
Especially in Hafley's, Jeff Hafley's an old school Jersey guy. He coached at Montvale High School. He's from Montvale, New Jersey, man. If you don't play the run, you're not playing. End of story.
Yeah.
That's just the attitude. So, and the other thing is the reason why the Dolphins got Chop, right? Because, if Chop would have put the quarterback on the ground at Penn State, the Dolphins wouldn't have him. He would have been a top 5 or 10 pick. He gets pressures, but he had trouble getting the quarterback on the ground. I think he's done a little better job here in the NFL, but there's no doubt that he's going to have to play. You got to play a rugged, physical style of football in this defense. Hopefully he can do it because, like you said, you don't want to miss on 1s, and it's a position of need.
And by the way, I think Coach Hafley wanted to make it a point, and now he's had OTAs, he's had mini camps. They got another one. They kind of know how he works now, because like now there's a new teacher at the school, and you got his class, and you're wondering what he's going to be like. I think he realized he had to set the tone of expectations because of part of it. Mike was here before, who had a different style, and to get it across. And by the way, he has made it clear, like, being on time is really important. Like, I don't think he has to say it. I think fumbling, mental mistakes, I don't think he's going to be putting up with any of that kind of stuff, man. I think he has already made it real clear. And Gold, you'll see it when we go out to practice this week, that things are just a lot different. I don't know where the talent level is yet. And I'm like you, man. I think preseason for you and Bo and for all of us doing the games on radio and TV, it's going to be like games because I think everybody's going to be playing. There's not going to be a lot of guys missing preseason games, right? You got to get guys experience.
100%. I mean, you don't know, there's jobs at wide receiver. I mean, there's jobs all over the place. And you got so many cool stories and productive guys that played in college. So
Yes.
I'm interested to see these guys, It reminds, and I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to win 2 Super Bowls by any stretch, but attitude-wise, Joe, it reminds me a little bit of 4 years ago when the Panthers hired Paul Maurice. Paul Maurice came in with that training camp, and remember, the Panthers had scored more goals than anybody in the league since the 95-96 Penguins. They were wheeling and dealing. They were coming back and winning 7-6, and Paul Maurice said, okay, hang on now.
Yeah.
I don't want to, this thing's a Ferrari, okay? I don't want to slow you down, but sometimes you got to learn to drive in the rain a little bit. You got to get a little rugged. You got to get a little nasty. You got to do the little things. Culturally and attitude-wise, it kind of reminds me of the same thing.
Yeah. No, man, listen, I think we've all been educated on what they had to do this offseason and where they are right now. And I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, the home schedule is no joke. It looks like the who's who of the quarterbacks in the NFL, by the way, just the home games alone. Hey, Gold, always great talking to you, brother. Really appreciate it. I'll see you. What day you going out?
I'll be there every day, man. I'll see you tomorrow up in those stands, buddy.
All right. Steve Goldstein. Thank you, Gold. I
See you,
appreciate
Joe.
it, brother. All right. Steve Goldstein, TV voice of the Panthers and preseason football for the Miami Dolphins. We got 9 o'clock hour coming up here. If you're looking for a truck that's built for Florida work and for Florida fun, well, head to your local South Florida Chevy dealers and check out the incredible Chevy lineup. If a rugged midsize truck is what you're looking for, Chevy Colorado is where capable meets comfortable. From the Colorado Custom to the ZR2, it's got the right tools to exceed your expectations or turn things up a notch. Go with that Chevy Silverado. From the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices, Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. Or step up to the hard-working capability you can count on with your Chevy Silverado HD. Choose from the powerful LTZ with premium style and substance to match, or go to the biggest with Chevy Silverado HD High Country. So, for your best Florida life, Chevy's got a Florida truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, let's drive.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going down, you know we on it. WQAM got Miami sports. Yeah, we run it.
Dolphins mandatory minicamp starts tomorrow. We'll have all the details from Miami Gardens. The Marlins are in Washington tonight for the start of a 3-game series with the Nationals. Listen to the game here. First pitch at 6:45. Marlins on deck warms us up at 6. The NBA Finals are set. We're talking about it. NHL Eastern Conference Finals are a wrap. Carolina will play Vegas in the Stanley Cup Final. We've got the details. And we're always keeping an eye on Heat and Panthers off-season news. New week, new month. Monday, June 1st on FM 104.3 WQAM. And always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps. Download it today.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text METER to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text METER to 42424. That's METER to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
June is Men's Health Month, and the Health Channel has the resources to better your health. Visit allhealthtv.com/men to find a variety of must-have topics, from male infertility to exercise. No topic is overlooked. Just visit allhealthtv.com/men.
Hey, Joe Rose here. May's behind us, but your mental health is still front and center. Recovery Unplugged's mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is your private sanctuary to reset. Dr. Barry and the team blend expert care and music-based healing in a beautiful, comfortable space. They accept most major insurance plans. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. Let's heal out loud, even in June.
In Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when we want a low price, we know. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of your Pricito and save all month long on all of your favorite new 26 Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't miss your chance to save on a new vehicle today. With easy financing and fast service, you'll receive the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. All financing on approved credit. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. Hopefully the weather will be better tomorrow, Joe. Tomorrow the theme.
It's not looking good today is what I'm hearing.
It's cloudy with a good chance of rain, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you last week, man, it was pouring down here, and then I got up by the tennis courts in Plantation, and she goes, oh, no, we're good to go. We haven't had any rain since early this morning. Courts are great. Had just the right amount of water on them. It was beautiful, man.
Oh, you like the clay a little moist, right?
No, they have to water it down to keep it. Yeah, you don't want it sandy. They know what they're doing, those people.
You go through a lot of shoes with the clay, or like do you clean them afterwards? Like what do you
got to clean them, or you'll have a very upset wife. Yes, because
track that crap into the house
everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Only once, then that's not
okay.
Not good.
Also, Joe, the summer of soccer is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $250 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word soccer to 20357. That is soccer to 20357. For more info, WQAM.com. This is a text contest message, and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive.
Yeah. Good, man. Good stuff. A lot of stuff.
We're still paying by the text message.
I think people are getting fired up for the a little bit for the World Cup. I think most people like the World Cup a lot more than they like just watching the MLS. Not even close, right? I see jerseys from all over, like, and I don't even mean your favorite. Like now, you're going to start seeing countries, and before you see the clubs, whichever club is your favorite out there, whether it's Real Madrid to.
Well, doesn't MLS take a breather during all this?
Yeah, they got a month off.
That's good.
Yeah, they got just
like an all-star
damn near a
break or
month
something,
and get to work here as some of the guys.
Okay.
I don't know how many guys from our team are playing in the World Cup. I know Messi and you got one other guy from Argentina that's going to play, right?
Rodrigo de Paul.
Rodrigo's going to play there. Yeah. Anybody Suarez playing, or is he in or out? He didn't make it, huh? Wow. Okay. Young dudes, man. Young dudes ready to go, but
Beckham?
No, David Beckham's been done for years. Yeah. He just shows up. That's all he has to do is show up.
His sports, we talk about sports documentaries a lot. I know you brought one up earlier. Like his documentary is fascinating. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Unbelievable story.
Is that the one where he comes in and calls his wife out while she's doing the interview? She's doing an interview and he goes, no, that's not how you grew up. You had a Rolls Royce or something. And I was like, oh my God.
That wasn't necessarily my takeaway from it, but like the way that they dealt with like the fans treated him there.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
He got the red card and all that.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. No, he's been through it.
Fascinating story. I didn't know most of that. So it's pretty.
Been a great business guy, I can tell you.
Yeah.
That. He's done all right.
They take their soccer very seriously over there.
They do. Yes, they do. Everything is, hey, you're going to be pressure on that. They're and that's, we don't talk about it here because really no pressure because nothing's expected of this team. Nothing is expected. We qualified. And actually, I guess they played well the other day, but the pressure.
You talking about the USA?
Yeah.
Oh, I expect them to win.
You really, how deep you expect that USA team to go?
Put a few bucks on it.
I asked you, forget what you put.
I
everything
expect them
goes back
to win.
to money.
I think they're going to win.
Stop with just a few bucks on everything.
I think we
in your
should
life.
be able to beat France, who's the favorite with Spain. Like France, we should be better at everything than them. Any kind of athletic competition, we should be able to beat them.
Well,
and I know our best athletes don't play soccer.
Well, you're a dumbass.
But even our
think that
fourth or fifth best athletes should be able to beat France or England.
Is there anything else, dumbass comments you want to make?
Norway's got better odds than we do. Norway.
Yeah.
Belgium.
We haven't been able to put together a very good team. Yeah. You can
We're
just
plus 6,000 to win this thing.
Who's the favorite? Spain?
France and Spain are co-favorites at plus 400. England, then Brazil, then Argentina, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands.
Portugal's behind Argentina?
Portugal's plus 900. Argentina's plus 700.
Argentina won it all 4 years ago. Hell yeah.
So, are you taking Portugal? Is that who you think?
You got to go with your people.
Mm-hmm. That's why I took the USA. Yeah.
Question is Ronaldo is he just on the team? He's 40 years old. Is he can he still play or not all day? What's the deal?
He's still got some game, but yeah, his career has been waning the past couple of years. he wasn't all that effective 4 years ago, so I wouldn't expect him to be
get better. In the last 4 years. Yeah.
Gotten older, gotten better.
Yeah. I got to give the other guy credit, man. Messi's.
You got some teams at 1,000-1, by the way, on this thing. Do you think Uzbekistan has a shot?
No shot. Keep going.
Tunisia?
No.
Panama?
No.
Haiti? Curacao? New Zealand should have a shot, right? Don't they play? They play a different kind of football over there, don't they?
You name
They
the
play,
team.
like, rugby there or something.
Hey, big dummy. You know the teams. You know the teams have a chance. You're just being
Australia, 500-1.
That's our watch party.
That's right.
Oh, that's one you want to see. Pump that one up. Oh my God, pump that one up. Pump that one up, man. Don't screw that thing up, man. Don't do that.
The USA is a good value bet at plus 6,000.
They are the home country.
Yeah, that's true too.
Home countries.
Is that going to help us on the? Is that going to help us on the field? The home country.
No home cooking.
Yeah.
Traditionally, home countries do better than expected.
All right.
Like Switzerland yesterday in the ice hockey.
I was surprised to see him in that final
I
game.
think
to be
USA's got a
honest.
shot. FIFA always keeps it clean. You know, no home field
There you go.
advantage
Now
there.
it's a shot. That was a shot.
No,
There was
not at all,
nothing.
not at all.
That was your bad sarcasm right there. Your terrible sarcasm, actually.
Someone said, Hollywood, don't forget Wemby is French and Chet is ours. Not the best time to compare. That's true. Yeah.
That's pretty good call.
Yeah, Wemby is French. And
hey, oh no,
we
man.
don't want Chet either, man. We got to
They-
send him somewhere else.
So they had the French Open. It's been on every day. It'll be on every day this week. It's going on right now. But anyway, so last night they're showing the match, and they had like fireworks going on all friggin' night. And that's because once again, they have the number one club in the world. They won it again. So
Someone said France has 3 or 4 soccer Wembys.
yes.
I hope we lose ASAP so that we can stop talking about soccer. I'd rather watch paint dry.
Okay. Well, listen.
Just
I
randomly
know.
text in, has
Listen.
Joe ever smashed the racket in anger? No, he doesn't smash. He throws.
I'm a thrower into the
Yeah.
net only.
So he doesn't break his racket.
Yeah, because they're expensive. I only throw, and if there's a pad on the back, the pad to block off the wind, I'll throw it
You'll
into
throw it
that
there.
thing. It won't break because it takes it and it just drops straight down.
What are you using these days?
A racket, thanks.
Well, you don't like to share your racket?
No, I don't know what
You're
kind
a
of racket I
Babolat
have.
Pro
I-
Drive guy or whatever
I
they call
don't
that
know.
thing.
But no, for people wonder if
Do you bring out multiple rackets?
you got to
Are
bring
you
two.
like a pro? You bring a bag with like multiple?
No. You just got to bring two because strings do break. Strings break, and what are you gonna do? Go home? I can't play. I can't finish.
So you've never in your entire tennis career smashed a racket? That's impressive, actually.
I have not taken it and thrown it down like these guys do. But what I will do is I will throw it, but it's a short throw.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I like to throw it away from the guy I'm playing against. I don't like to throw it against the net,
Yeah.
but I like to throw it against the back.
So it's more for show than like an anger.
No.
release.
It's mad. It's mad. After you're up 40 love and the guy comes back and beats you and you make like 14 terrible shots. And so out of frustration, I turn and throw an F-bomb and I throw it into the back of the net, to the backside. Okay.
You'd think you learned some class. All that time you spent at Wimbledon and learn a little class out there on the court.
That's why some of
Man,
those
oh,
things
man.
don't bother me that I see. Some of those things
Some of the
don't
stuff
bother
at the
me.
French Open has been just, it's a black eye for the sport.
So these guys are arguing about clay court calls, and I'm like, that goes on every day. Clay courts all over the place. I could take you to 5 different places that have clay court today, and I promise you I can find women and men complaining, and some will walk off the court and say, I won't play with you. I'm not going to play with you. Do this every time. You always do that. And they leave. It happens. That's part of the game. Guys do it. Some guys do it. They leave. They say, I just can't play with you. You do this every time. You're not supposed to when somebody calls it. I didn't know this till the last few months. So when you're playing just the two of you, just in a regular, just 2 guys out there, but it's competitive, you're not allowed unless you're given permission, the guy you're playing against, to come over and look at the mark You can't just go, I want to see the mark. The guy has to give you permission. Did you know that? I'm being serious.
I know I didn't know that.
So the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so I know this guy, and he goes, dude, I didn't say you could come over here. I said it's out.
Oh, boy.
And the guy goes, why? I want to see. And he goes, you can't do that. And in tournaments, you're not allowed. The guy can't. You ever notice the guy never comes the other side to look at it. The official, and now we don't have officials out there. You're just playing gentleman's agreement. You'd like to trust the guys that the backside of the line is the backside of the line. What are you laughing about?
I'm just picturing you playing and like the guy's trying to get over there, look at the ball marker, and you're like standing in his way.
No. You're never gonna get permission from me to come see the.
No,
I'm not doing.
You're strict.
No. And I'd like to think that I give a guy every benefit of the doubt. Like anybody that's played with me never goes, Joe screwed me on 6 calls today. How am I supposed to be a guy? Anything close, he calls out every time. You don't want to be that guy. Why are you laughing? Being serious, man. That's serious stuff, bud. Very, very serious stuff. You can't have that. I got to tell you, man, I am really looking for, and I like watching an event that I don't care who wins. San Antonio and New York. I truly don't care who wins. I'm not a fan of either team, but I do appreciate greatness that you get with Brunson and what he's been able to do. And all of a sudden, I also like when you see all these guys. Remember, it wasn't too long ago for people, including New York Knicks fans, that didn't think this group could work and they wanted to blow it up. Stephen A was on that list too. He forgot. And now, all of a sudden, Karl Anthony Towns is okay. Remember when they wanted to get rid of him? He was a bum. They all wanted to get rid of him. This happens everywhere. Now he's okay. The Bridges, they've been on him, right? Gave up too much to get him. That was bad. Jalen Brunson's been great. Nobody's complaining about him.
Well, it was a controversial move at the time. Remember, they broke up the Nova Knicks?
Yeah, that's right.
They had that like tough, gritty attitude. And they brought in arguably the softest player in basketball.
And then you got to give San Antonio credit. They got all these youngsters are playing, and we're watching Victor Wembanyama become one of the best players in the game, if not the best player, with things he can do.
Going with that now?
Well, he's close.
Oh, you usually yell at me for that.
You tell him I didn't say greatest of all time. I said he's
somebody did that this morning. I don't remember who it was.
He looks like
driving in.
He's starting to flirt like he's the best player. And the guy he just played again, he just had a great game. SGA was fantastic. 35 points. He's fine. I mean, he's saying all the right things, but he got no help. Got no help from his sidekick.
Problem is Wemby's so impactful on the defensive end, too.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Really bothers
and he
those
knocks
guys.
down threes.
Shea was hitting those shots over him because he was able to get a little bit of space, but he really bothers you on defense, man. That's tough.
Well, listen, Wood, we got more stuff.
Who do you like in that series?
Well, I'm kind of rooting for San Antonio, if you don't mind.
You said you weren't rooting for anyone.
Well, I mean, if they're like the young guy story.
Okay.
I can't.
If you don't like the Knicks.
Look, man, I can't root for New York teams.
Fine.
Why would I do that? But I don't care either way. It's not like San Antonio is my second home, and they only have the best Mexican food. So, I mean,
it's such an incredible drought that the Knicks are on, and if it doesn't end this year, who knows they ever get back to the finals.
I think it's going to be a fantastic series. I do. I don't see.
It's close. No, they got both teams almost even in the odds here.
And you know what else ruins it? Some of those guys on ESPN in the morning, all New Yorkers. It just.
Well, yeah, you know why? Do you see Greeny's seats?
Yeah.
You got great seats.
They're by Stephen
Take
A's.
his kid to the game, yeah.
They all have good seats.
I'd kiss the Knicks' ass, too, if they gave me those seats.
That's right. It'll be over, and they'll be back to their Jets in no time.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got to tell you something else here before we go to break. Gary and Harvey. Love talking about Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah, personal injury attorneys, implantation, the same partners who handle your case from start to finish. There are no handoffs to anybody else, and why should there be? 30 years plus of experience each, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. I tell everybody this, if you're not getting that where you are right now, and first of all, you're not dealing with the names on the, as you look at it and you're going, wait a second, who are you? I don't see your name on the law firm. Well, Gary and Harvey's names are on there, and they handle everything, including calling you back, getting you updated on your case, and everything else in between. And by the way, giving you great advice the whole time through. And if you're not getting that where you are right now, and they don't even call you back, why are you there? Why aren't you with Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah? Read the reviews, man. Go to ConanJudah.com, 866-FAIR-FEE. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do. That's what you're getting. Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah.
1-800-747-3733. Market opens in about 5 minutes or so from now. The NASDAQ futures down 44 points. Dow futures up 3 points. And the S&P futures down 3 points. There you go.
Don't like the market down late in life. Early in life, it's okay.
It's
Late
flat.
in
It's
life,
not
yeah.
really down.
All right.
He'll be fine.
Hey, rough weekend for baseball here in town. The Marlins lost 5 straight, got beat up pretty good by the Mets. Got them. We thought it was pretty funny when we got them 3 down here. Put the brooms. They put the bigger brooms right back out in New York over last 3 games, and then the Canes baseball team. Last 2 games after beating Troy in that first game, lose 22-10. I swear I thought the football teams were playing. I had to check and see if I was missing something. I thought the Canes and Gators were playing a football game. And then still had a chance, Canes and Troy again, and they had a 6-3 lead in the 5th and end up losing 9-6 in that game. And boy, their pitching got beaten up. Got beaten up in a big way. It was a problem all year, even though they were 39-20 overall in the season. They were fine offensively. Defense was not great, and the pitching just I don't know what you do and how you go out and find better pitchers that either in the portal or in high school that can come in that are out there. Obviously, if they're too high picks, they're going to sign professionally. So I don't know. And I know a lot of people were all fired up this morning about the way they lost. And like I said, 22-10 was the numbers on that were really bad for 2 teams getting ready to play in the playoffs like that. So they gave up 16 hits. They walked 9, and they hit 3 batters. 28 players on base. 7 home runs, too, by the way. 7 of those 16 hits were home runs. You can't make that up. That was a bad one. I just thought they were done after that. They lose like that, and Troy comes in, and they come back and beat them, and they hit 4 home runs as well and had 11 hits. So pitching is a problem. It was a problem all year. I think it was a problem from the start of the season. They knew that they were hoping some guys would develop, and the bullpen and even some of the starting pitching just not good enough. And so anyway, their season is over, and the Marlins still have a lot of baseball games left, starting with 3. First one today against Washington. Try to get that thing turned around. And, of course, if you're watching the French Open, top 3 men are out. I can't remember last time all 3 of the top guys, Alcaraz, Sinner, and Djokovic, all out in the first week. Never made it into the second week. So all those guys are out. And you got a couple of teenagers still going strong. Hodar and Fonseca, both still alive and well on the men's side. And then on top of everything else, today is June 1st, which is a big day for the NFL. Salary cap savings, you can spread it out. That dead cap money, take it over 2 years to get yourself some more cap relief. If you have to, releases and extensions will take place. And, of course, we're all waiting on A.J. Brown to see what's going to happen to the Eagles wide receiver. A lot of people think he's going to end up with the Patriots. And then the other story, really good story, is especially for the Panthers, Florida Panthers, Alexander Barkov looked great for a guy playing first time since never played at all last year for the Panthers. But he and Lundell had a good series. Finland ends up winning the World Championship. They beat Canada and Switzerland in the last 2 games. So congratulations. And Barkey, welcome back. Got 3 months before it starts back up. And if you know anything about Barkov, he's going to work to make sure he's still the best 2-way player in hockey and get that back real quickly. So
how fun are the Panthers going to be this upcoming season?
Oh my
right?
God,
they're going to be hungry. They're going to be.
Isn't it funny?
Off, right?
So they're not worried about winning 3 in a row. Now it's starting all over. And what do you hit it?
I think they're come
They're
out of
get-
the gates with their
They
hair
are-
on fire here, man.
They're going to be hungry.
Yep.
And they got everybody back, signed all those guys to contracts, got them healthy, and we'll see how much practice has changed. I'm really curious to see Paul Maurice does as far as camp. He's had some tough camps, and they've had great success. Now they got the extra time off for surgeries and rehabilitation and everything else from
How much you
injuries.
love that guy?
He's the best.
He's one of our favorite coaches.
One of the best.
A great interview. He's very honest.
Yeah, you can do that when you're that good.
It's true.
He's Hall of Fame good now. The numbers he's put up. It's all gravy now for this guy. Right? He got everything else, man. It's done. He's
good at those parades too when he gets up and speaks.
Oh, that's it. That's the thing too. Those guys, they can drink and chug extra beers and get up there and say stuff, and
nobody celebrates like those guys.
Oh, no.
It's pretty impressive. Imagine if Vegas wins. What do you think that party will look like?
Be a big party.
Yikes.
Be a big party.
A lot of drinking up there.
I gotta tell you, our guys, A1A did pretty good. If you're gonna do the A1A party, that was pretty good.
Las Vegas Boulevard will look pretty cool.
Can
you imagine that? They do a parade down the strip.
Yeah, that'd be
pretty cool.
I still can't believe they don't have. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. How they not have an NBA team? Like, that just seems like it'd be a great place.
So they're going to be playing a ton of college basketball over there.
I know, but
they have
not
that.
the
They got
NBA.
baseball. They got football.
They don't play 41 home games.
No.
I just think they would have that. That would happen.
Should do that, like, instead of international games, just have teams go to Vegas.
I got to tell you, if it's not number one, it's close to it for NFL fans who want to go to Vegas, especially East Coast. You go usually an extra day. You go early. You usually go on Friday for the Sunday game.
Yeah, pace yourself, though, because usually that Sunday is the rough going home day.
You don't know. I told you the hardest thing to get used to when you go there is you walk out to your hotel in the front, and everybody's getting high. Everybody's smoking pot.
That's tough for you? Doesn't bring you back to your college days?
No.
I'm just going by what you said. You said Berkeley was like that.
No, it was like Berkeley in the 70s, yes, where everybody was getting high, going to class, all those smart people that run the country. Yeah, they were doing that. All right, hey, listen, we got more stuff to get to here this morning besides Berkeley. Berkeley in the 70s, crazy-ass place. Actually, if you ever want to hear stories, let me know. They match right up with Dolphins stories. Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, is going to join us next. We're going to talk about the Dolphins and what he's looking for in minicamp coming up.
It's the summer of soccer, and we're celebrating. Join WQAM.
Beach. Watch every match live here with daily food and drink specials and free parking. Stay tuned for schedules, special events, and more announcements coming soon. Visit us at CasinoDaniaBeach.com.
Joe, it's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, ToyotaofHollywood.com.
All right, Woody. Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, joins us as it's June 1st. Big day in the NFL that really nobody talks about. Salary cap savings spread out. Dead cap hit over 2 seasons. If you want to free up some money, releases, extensions, and we're waiting on A.J. Brown to see what's going to happen there as we say good morning to Omar. Omar, for the Miami Dolphins, tell me about June 1st and what it means for Dolphin fans watching their team.
I think they get $20 million in cap space. A lot of that money is going to have to be used to sign the rookie class, which is a large, substantial rookie class. I don't remember exactly what the cap number is, but it's pretty much going to be about half of that cap savings. And that will take the Dolphins into about $10 million in cap space that they could use to improve their team. But more realistically, I'm not sure they're going to be using any of that. I think they'll use minicamp this week to assess and evaluate their team. If there was one area that I think that they would definitely need to address, it would be edge setting. But, the AJ Epinezas of the world, the Javion Clowneys of the world, but I'm pretty sure that they're just going to go into the season with what they have and testing what's out there, testing what they got, and seeing if they can add something on the waiver wire, basically in late August.
I saw your article, and by the way, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I know sometimes it's not easy on some of the stuff that people care about, because what if they do see some positions and they go, wow. And I know you're never going to get an assistant. I have learned one thing about assistant coaches. They're super. I can get more out of him, coach. He's not right now, but I can coach him up. I've seen he's got it. Where somebody goes, I'm not seeing it. We're getting late in camp, and we just. What do you do in that situation? Are they going to stick with this group through the whole thing, or do you think they try to add a couple of pieces?
We get to that point every single year for the last 20 years where you're looking at your roster and you're saying, I need another offensive lineman. Remember last year when we began training camp, I think we signed like 8 offensive linemen. Now, each of them got hurt the week they got signed, but there must have been at least, and 8 is an exaggeration, there must have been like 5 or 6 offensive linemen that were signed, just so that we could make it through the season and make it through training camp. I have a feeling that they're going to do something about that edge position. Maybe not now, but maybe later. There's just, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. Unless we plan to play Jordan Phillips and Zach Sealer as 5 technique ends, or use a 3-4 front, I'm not sure we have what it takes to stop the run. And if you can't stop the run, you're not going to do anything on defense.
It's funny you say, I'm thinking Austin Clark, the most positive. I spent time with him in breakfast. He goes, these guys are coming around, Joe. You guys got to give them time. Man, I see it. I'm coaching them up. Some of them just need to be coached up with their hands better.
Austin Clark is the guy that I have the absolute most confidence on in that staff. He's been here since Flores days. There isn't a player that you could name me that hasn't gotten better under his watch. However, I will say this. When you just look at the body types, the arc, the areas where some of these players have struggled throughout their career. Max Llewellyn, we're now expecting a rookie to be a first and second down defensive end. And I know there are high expectations for a lot of these rookies, but that's a tall task. And think about what happened with these defensive tackles last year. We put a lot of them on the field when they weren't ready. They were absolutely sandbagging the team and sandbagging the season. To the point where the defense wasn't going to get any better until they got better, and then they eventually got better.
Right.
Now, that's them totally healthy. What's supposed health impacts this defensive, this edge rushing unit? What's supposed one of those guys that you project to be a starter suffers a calf injury, or now I'm not even giving you a season-ending injury, but a couple of games? You have nothing there. And that's just an area where you have to be concerned. Now, obviously, there are other areas of weakness. Receiver, I mean, come on. It's like, who the hell is in that room other than some rookies and some guys that have had moments of success in the NFL? I'm not so certain about the offensive line depth. Do you